What's going on, everybody? You're watching Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green, and a primetime game for the New York Knicks on a Tuesday night as they travel down to Houston, Texas to take on the Houston Rockets. You've lost 2 games in a row, you being me and we and us, the New York Knicks, and the playoffs are right around the corner. And this is the time of year that you want to be on this type of trajectory. And despite the 7-game win streak, I think all rational Knicks fans can say their play has been somewhat nosediving as of late. But an opportunity tonight against a team that is one of the best in the Western Conference for you to kind of see where you're at and sharpen some things up and get kind of a test run at an NBA playoff atmosphere, because that's what it's going to feel like tonight at the Toyota Center in Houston. There will be a lot of Knicks fans there as well. There always is in Houston, but the Rockets are a good team. It'll be a good test for Jalen Brunson. Amen Thompson, one of the best two-way players in the NBA. He's going to be guarding Jalen Brunson, giving him fits. It'll be a good trial run for JB to go up against a player like that. A very physical team in Houston. How will Karl-Anthony Towns kind of match up in that test? They're probably going to throw a bunch of different players at him, and I'm tired of, after the Knicks lose, Karl-Anthony Towns says, yeah, we're still figuring out my role. How come it's never after a win we're figuring out the role? It's only when the Knicks lose and only when Karl-Anthony Towns plays bad, he goes to, well, I'm still figuring out my role. Brother, we're at game 76. If you don't know your role, I can tell you that you will be on a beach in a month. So figure it out, or start figuring out your vacation plans and planning to live somewhere else, because the Knicks don't make the conference finals this year. Cat won't be a part of this organization any longer, and then he'll never have an opportunity to figure out his role. Like, I am sick and tired of that nonsense. Like, it's game 75, 76. You played 6 preseason games. You've had a training camp. You played in the in-season tournament. You had an extra game this year. If you don't know your role by now, that's a problem. And everyone says, well, that's a Mike. No. That's a Karl-Anthony Towns thing. It's not a Mike Brown thing. That's a Karl-Anthony Towns thing. But we got a lot of time to get worked up tonight. Appreciate everybody for being in the building. Some somewhat shocking news that, like, I still don't understand. Miles McBride is playing tonight. I thought he was done for the year. I thought he might have played his last game as a Knick. He was seen mouthing to teammates, I can't effing walk. And then 48 hours later, he's going to be back on the floor playing basketball. I guess you could say the Knicks dodged a bullet. I don't know. This is one of the craziest stories injury-wise I've ever seen, and this is a team that had Julius Randle, who was supposed to come back in 2 weeks, and then he never played for the Knicks again. OG Anunoby was day-to-day when he had a burst of sack on his elbow, and it caused him to miss 2 to 3 months. I don't understand it. You would think that they would want to give him a couple of days off, but I guess if you're good to go, you're good to go. And I'm excited to see Deuce McBride play some hoops tonight. Let's ride.
Yeah, you have to wonder, like, we don't know, but maybe it's some sort of, like, mental of, like, you know, like, if you're playing football, you got to take that first hit. And Deuce kind of went down. It was a physical play, and I'm sure it was, like, jarring and aggravating, and I'm sure that, like, area in his abdomen is sensitive at this time, and he's still working his way back. You can practice against contact all you want. You can't simulate diving on the floor for a loose ball and getting into it with Lou Dort, who's one of the more physical defenders in the NBA. So maybe it was and he did really feel that way, and then he slept on it and felt pretty good. And I mean, you would like to say this last time, but you don't think the Knicks would be clearing him unless he was ready to go. So be interesting to see how he looks tonight and how he bounces back and whether or not he is ready to roll. Shout out to everyone in the building, 120-plus people, only 25 likes. You want the Knicks to get back in the win column tonight and beat the Houston Rockets. Hit that thumbs-up icon. And once you've done that, get a me in the comment section so we know who all the real ones are. Let's go. Ty Dubs, the GOAT, says, I'm wearing my Knicks Now shirt. Let's effing go. Shout out to Ty Dubs, man. A legend.
Ty Dubs in the building. What up, Dubs? Let's go. Did you go with the blue shirt or the black shirt, Dubs? Just curious. O-Dog in the building. What up? Carl Knight says, who is hosting the new Rocket channel? Yeah, we've launched a brand new Houston Rockets channel here at Chat Sports. Jeremy Chuggs, you guys know him all good and well. He's appeared on this stream. He's appeared on the Giants channel as well. Jeremy Chuggs, shout out to him, man. Congrats to him getting to start his brand new Rockets channel. What up, brother? What happened? I didn't know what we were doing.
You got to be watching your back for him, honestly.
Yeah. Who sat out games for student's elbow? I don't really know what that means.
You just mentioned OG's elbow injury from last season.
He had the bursa sack or whatever on his elbow. Y'all not remember that? Maybe I was the only actual Knicks fan watching then. I don't
know. He had that elbow injury. This game is streaming or on Peacock. I don't know what it's doing in the New York area. Here, it's on NBC. They change it based on where you are, so I'm not exactly sure whether it's on NBC or Peacock in the New York area tonight. But you're here watching it on Knicks Now. That's all you need to know. Shout out to RT as well. Like the video. Let's go.
Gary Myers, who has done an awesome job covering New York sports for decades, just tweets out Odell Beckham Jr. wants to come back to the Giants. Maybe he can resurrect the infamous boat crew. Sterling, Victor, OBJ talked his way off the Giants a few months after signing a 5-year, $90 million contract. Does he deserve another chance with Big Blue? ? Only to sign a one-day contract. I'm like, oof. I have it quote tweeted, and I haven't decided to send it yet. I was like, the big bad Giants, who have won 13 games in the last 3 years and have the second most losses since 2017, don't have the cachet they used to say players don't deserve chances to play here, respectfully. Like, this ain't your mom and pops and their mom and pops Giants.
Yeah, I think
like that. That's kind of a BS shot by him, in my opinion.
I think there's no reason to take a shot at Odell there. Like we've talked about it on the Giants channel. Sorry, we're doing a crossover episode here, but if he's going to get another shot, it's going to be because John Harbaugh thinks he can help his team in some way, whether it's on the field, whether it's mentoring Malik Neighbors, whether it's doing whatever. They're not just going to give him a charity contract to come back just because he's Odell Beckham Jr. If he's going to get a contract, he's going to earn it. Gregory Williams, what's going on, man?
Cachet, like CACHE, right?
Yeah, I had to look it up the other day because when I was doing one of the shorts.
I don't know. I don't want to send this. I do want to send the tweet, but it's like.
No, cachet is with the T.
CATC?
CACHET. Refers to a quality of prestige, high status, or distinction that makes someone or something admired.
Like, you can go on and on, like, about trying to diss Odell Beckham Jr., but you're going to hype the Giants up, who we bleed blue just like you guys and other people, but, like, say your mom and pop's Giants.
Giants could have handled the Odell Beckham situation better as well. I don't think he's the only one at fault for why they had to break up. He should have never had to leave, but that's a more
I sent it. Fuck it.
Layered discussion.
It's just like it's. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it.
It's just why? Like, there's no reason.
All right, Hunter Seth Gross in the building. What up, Seth Gross?
Seth Gross. We got all the legends in the building. Ty Dubs, Seth Gross. Supreme, shout out to you. Let's go Knicks all the way from Cali. Let's go.
I don't know. Giants have to stop acting like they're at the top of the mountain, and they need to realize that they're at the bottom of the food chain. They got work to do. And I'll just leave it at that. Greg Williams, what up, Beast? Alex Williams in the chat. Jason hanging out. What's your fave song right now in the building? Dubs. Why is Reggie Miller calling our games? That's a great question. That's a great question. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. Like, it doesn't. If anything, it makes the Knicks fans not want to watch that. So I don't understand. I don't. Greg Williams, what up, man? Waiting to see the Knicks explode on the Rockets, and show the NBA what they're capable of, Marshall. Let's go, Knicks. I think at this point, there's nothing that the Knicks can show the NBA until it's playoff time.
Yeah.
You had 75 games to do it. They've had some really good wins this year. They've had some bad losses. I mean, like, it's time to buckle up or shut up is kind of where I'm at with this team. Like, just got smoked by whoever I can't even remember.
The Hornets and the Thunder. The last
Thunder just smoked you. Hornets just smoked you. The Pistons, without Cade Cunningham, I don't even know who won that game, but it came down to the wire, and SGA had a game winner called off. I don't even know who ended up winning last night, but
I think the Thunder ended up pulling it out.
Ended up going to overtime, went to overtime, and the Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Cade Cunningham-less Detroit Pistons by 4.
Yeah, it's time for them to start hopefully kind of upticking. We've talked about how they want. Obviously, every team wants to be playing their best basketball as you head into the playoffs. Knicks are running out of games to kind of get into that gear, to kind of give us a little more confidence going into the playoffs. But shout out to you, Greg Williams.
Let's go, G-Dub. What up, what up? SMH, I'm trying to have a short memory on the mess. I know, but I will not, Jason. I will not. The only time I ever wore any Mets stuff was like my 10-year-old Little League baseball team. We were the Mets. So.
I never did. I've been to a good amount of Met games, and I'll never wear it. I've sometimes even worn the opposing team's gear.
Yeah, I didn't have much of a choice, though.
Yeah.
I didn't have much of a choice.
When you're in the Little League, I remember I was in first grade, I think, and I was the Red Sox, and I was devastated.
I also played for the Red Sox. It was
like,
brutal.
Why do you even have that in New York? Or I mean, it's just like, why? I
agree. Tied up says I might have to get the black shirt, too, to go with the Jordan 8 Cavs. That's heat. That's heat. That's heat. We've got another Knicks shirt, kind of Jalen Brunson focus. I don't know if we're allowed to say that, working. So hopefully that will come out. I'd like to launch that maybe on night 1 of the NBA playoffs. But we'll see. No, you guys continue to show a lot of love, so we're able to continue to do awesome, awesome things. Awesome, awesome stuff. Ty Mitchell says, let's go, Knicks. Yes, sir. Jason, do the Mets and the Yankees have the same record? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It's April something. It's not even April.
I had the Yankee game on in the background last night. Ended up losing to Seattle's. It was tough, but that was our first. They're not going to win all 162.
They're not?
All I know is I saw a tweet today that said all of the Red Sox major offseason additions have been terrible so far.
I love that.
Yeah. I restrained from tagging Jack in it, but long season. It was crazy, though. The Yankees they had like 6 straight challenges on the ball and strikes that they got right, and they got it right every single time. They did it like all within one inning. The ump just kept calling a low strike, and they kept challenging it.
I saw it. Was that the ump that had 8 ABS challenges?
Different ump. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw that tweet, though.
And I did see a funny tweet about that is because then Boone started chirping him, saying to clean it up, and someone said they thought that they were gonna get Aaron Boone to stop complaining about the umps, but now he's just gonna complain once they get the calls right. They get the challenges right, so.
Someone just responded to my tweet, and I 100% agree. It's like, so what about the players on the Giants that have been terrible? Do they deserve to be Giants?
Yeah.
Like Darius Slayton, who can't catch the football. Jalen Hyatt deserves to be a Giant. Evan Neal deserves to be a Giant. But nope, Odell Beckham Jr., that's where I draw the line. Evan Neal can say to the fans, you guys are burger flippers, and I don't concern myself with opinions of sheep. He's allowed to be a Giant, but not Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a weird hill to die on, in my opinion. And I don't agree. I think I'm on board with bringing Odell back.
Could you not be? Like,
yeah.
You don't have a good third receiver. You don't have, and I'm not saying he's good, but
it's zero risk. Like, there's nothing. What's the downside to it?
He wants to be here. Like, I don't know. I'm not beating the table saying Odell should be here, but anyone that's getting their panties in a wad because he's going to sign a 1-year veteran a minimum deal with some incentives, I think you got bigger problems in your life. Just what I'll kind of say on that.
We got a 3-point goal. Seth Gross, bang!
Seth Gross in the building. What up, man? Happy Tuesday. How about a win today? Inject some life back into the fan base. Because it has not been. It's been kind of meh for about a month. Seth, freaking love you, brother. Freaking love you. I listened to Mike Brown praise OKC for the way they play the refs for 20 minutes the other night. Pitiful. What was your game plan, buddy? If Cat doesn't know his role in his team by now, ask your coach or captain. That's high school BS pathetic. I agree with a lot of that. I also would say, though, that I think you go back to the pizza pie theory. 50% of the blame also has to go to Cat for not knowing his role, right? Isn't there something to be said for being coachable? Like, Mike Brown, how many times has he said it, Andrew, this year? We've had to dumb down our offense for Karl-Anthony Towns.
Yeah, I think there's at a certain point, and this point should have been way before now. If you're Karl-Anthony Towns and you feel like you're not playing your best, you go into Mike Brown's office, you call him out, you get him on the plane, get him on the court before the game, say, listen, this is, I am not comfortable. I feel A, B, and C. You get in the room and you hash it out and you figure it out until you feel better about the situation. That should be a consistently evolving conversation, and you should be in communication and lockstep with what the plan is to change it and do differently. If you feel you're not playing at your best, it's on both of them to start that dialogue with each other and get to the point to where they need to be, not just expect the other one to do it. Mike Brown say, Towns has to figure out how to play in my system, and Towns say, Mike Brown has to change things that better fit me. Talk about it. Have a dialogue. Communicate. That is part of coaching, and that's part of, like you said, being coachable as well. It's a two-way. It should be a two-way conversation, especially with a guy who's your highest paid player.
And I said 50-50 2 seconds ago. I think it's more like 70-30 on Karl-Anthony Towns, to be honest. You're the professional basketball player. Player, coach. Be coachable. Like we said, we've never heard Karl-Anthony Towns complain about his role after a win. I haven't. I cover this team every single day. It's only after they lose. So you can't be the things with... We're going to do it this way, and it's good when it works, and it's bad when it doesn't. No, you're either all in or you're not. And I don't think Karl-Anthony Towns has bought into Mike Brown and this New York Knicks team. Is there ways that Mike Brown could be better? Absolutely. I'm not saying Mike Brown is a perfect coach. I've tried to defend him for a lot of this year because I all last year was bashing the coach, and he got fired. Does that mean I'm right? You know what? I don't give a shit. This year, it's about the players. This year, it's about the roster. This year, it's about the organization and how they built this team. I go back to this. If you need the perfect coach, that means your roster's not good enough. Because if your roster's good enough, you don't need a perfect head coach. Mark Daigneault just won the NBA Finals. What was his second year in the NBA? Like, the NBA is the one sport where it's way more player-driven than coach-driven. And Karl-Anthony Towns, is Mike Brown telling Karl-Anthony Towns to shoot 7% worse from three-point percentage this year than last year? No, that's not what he's telling him to do. Is Mike Brown telling Karl-Anthony Towns to not make shots around the rim at nearly the same percentage he was last year? I don't know. Is that the role? Is that the sacrifice? Cat, we need you to sacrifice being a worse player this year. No. Like, buy in, play better, and shut the hell up. Like that's kind of where I'm at with Karl-Anthony Towns.
Yeah, and if you are not feeling comfortable or whatever, like you have to be vocal and working towards a solution to get on the same page with your head coach and not especially airing this out through the media as well and saying, I don't know my role yet, it's not clear, I need more touches, yada, 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 like we've seen him say over and over this season. So,
and sorry to cut you off. I went back and I watched a lot of the plays from that game. What about when they tried to throw the ball into the post where Cat was guarded by Alex Caruso and he couldn't get post positioning? Is that Mike Brown's fault that Karl-Anthony Towns couldn't post up a 6'5" Alex Caruso? Is it Mike Brown's fault that he had 3 rebounds against the Charlotte Hornets? Like, I'm not saying that's what you're saying, but everyone else says it's always Mike Brown's fault. How about, like, crazy thought here. Towns played better. I know. Holy shit. Hot take.
Relax.
Like, make shots. Rebound. Don't turn the ball over. Don't pout. Don't lead the NBA. Is Mike Brown telling Karl-Anthony Towns to lead the league in offensive fouls this year?
Or push off or hook.
More offensive fouls this year than last year. Is that the sacrifice that Mike Brown asked Karl-Anthony Towns to take?
To me, that's a sign of him just trying to force the issue more. And some of those stubborn drives that he has where he is like, you could tell when Karl-Anthony Towns is about to get an offensive foul, you can tell 2 dribbles before it's about to happen that he's going to pick up.
Oh, you see it. Yeah, you see it like a plane coming down a runway.
Yeah, here it comes.
How many times have we both said, oh, here it comes. Karl-Anthony Towns, offensive foul.
So, shout out to you, Seth.
Hold on. Roger Goodell speaking about Steve Tisch. Roger Goodell just pretty much said Steve Tisch is now officially a former co-owner, but still chairman of the Giants board, whatever that means.
I guess that has to do with that trust transaction that went on.
Yeah, interesting wording there. But 100% agree. I thought the post-game presser, Seth Gross, was a joke as well. How come no beat reporter asked Mike Brown about his substitutions and rotations in the fourth quarter? Hey, Mike, you were down 1 point, and then you took the player out that just scored 9 points in a row. And then you put him back in one possession. And then in a game where you couldn't take care of the basketball, you thought it was a good idea to have Mitchell Robinson throw entry passes from 35 feet out to Karl-Anthony Towns. Why is that? No one asked him about it.
That's weak.
I get it. It's frustrating. And I don't necessarily have a problem with Mike Brown kind of dissing the Oklahoma City Thunder for the way that they play. I don't necessarily have a problem with that. But, like, how about some ownership of how your team played and some ownership of you weren't good enough as a coach? That's why, like, I know people make fun of him all the time. I always appreciate Jalen Brunson after a bad game says, I got to be better. It's short, it's sweet, and it's honest.
Yep, that's leadership. It's leadership.
Like, yeah, he said it every time he's played bad. You know what? It's true. You do need to play better. And I wish Karl-Anthony Towns could say, you know what? I need to find out how to be better in this role. Like, and let's be honest. How much different is Karl-Anthony Towns playing role-wise this year than last year? Just not nearly being as efficient.
Yeah. Whatever it is.
We've watched 60 games right in these spots.
It's the same lineup. Like, it's not like they're changing the lineup and asking them to play with different guys. It's the same 5 guys. So, shout out to you, Seth.
Karl-Anthony Towns is playing 5 less minutes this year, and he's shooting 3 less shots. So shots per minute is about the exact same. Mm-hmm. You're shooting 0.5 less threes this year. Want to know what the numbers are? You want to know why your stats aren't the way they are, Carl? Because last year, you shot 53% from the field. This year, you're shooting 49%. Last year, you shot 42% from three. This year, you're shooting 36%. Think that's maybe why your production isn't as high? Or is it because you're going to whine and moan and groan? But they're not letting me play anymore. I don't know my role. You were the number one pick. You went to Kentucky as a 5-star recruit. You've been paid over $200 million in the NBA. If you don't know how to play in year 11 and you don't know how to have success in your role, that's a you problem. That's a you problem. It ain't a Mike Brown problem. Do I think Mike Brown can do better? Sure. But again, I said 50-50 to start, 70-30, if not 75-25. Ask your captain, ask your coach. You know what it is, Seth? We're at a 5-year-old birthday party. We handed out toys and goodie bags to everybody. The goodie bags are all different colors. We've got red goodie bags, blue goodie bags, orange, yellow, purple, white, black, magenta. Karl-Anthony Towns got a blue one, but he really wanted a red one. And he's crying that I didn't get what I wanted. I want the red one. I got the blue. Like, that's what he sounds like. He sounds like a baby who didn't get the toys that he asked Santa for. Make the most of it. Shut the hell up. Make some shots. Stop crying all the time and win some basketball games or go play somewhere else. That's the truth. That's the truth. Jay Liv, what up, my man? Says, could be. I don't know what exactly that is in response to.
I don't remember exactly when that one came in, but
yeah, Marshall hates Cat. Yep. Didn't I criticize Mike Brown for taking Karl-Anthony Towns out on Monday or Sunday?
Sunday.
Yeah,
Sunday.
I did, right? I think I did that.
Yeah.
I only did it for 3 hours on the show. You know why I'm not a fan of Karl-Anthony Towns? Because he leaves food on the table and it impacts the New York Knicks. I'm a Knicks fan, not a Karl-Anthony Towns fan. I'm rooting for Towns because he's a Knick, just like everybody else on this team. Play your best. Play for the Knicks. Rep New York. Like, you always love to do this one. I'm New York. I'm from North Jersey. Like, fucking play like it. I'm sick and tired of seeing you whining, crying on the floor, not back on defense, and on the bench late in games because you can't play versus the Utah Jazz. You can't play in closing times versus all these good teams. But it's Mike Brown's fault. Right, exactly. It's Mike Brown's fault. That makes a lot of sense. It's ridiculous. I've never seen a 5-time All-Star in my life or whatever Karl-Anthony Towns is, and he needs to be put into a high chair with a bib and a sippy cup, and he has to have, non-hardware silverware because it can't be too tough on him. Everything's got to be perfect for
organic.
him. Organic. Yep. He needs all organic food. He needs his potatoes to be mashed for him. Woo, airplane in his mouth. Got to get all those nutrients. You just go do it. Have you ever seen something like that?
That's it. Time to, and he's got
people talk about him like he's Daniel Jones.
The great thing about this is he has the opportunity to change the narrative. He comes out and plays a different brand of basketball in the playoffs and has some big moments and helps win the Knicks some games. He can change the narrative around himself. The opportunity is there for him, but
he doesn't know his role though.
You just got to. All we can do is talk about what's happened to this point in 70-something games this season and an entire season in playoffs last year. So.
It just doesn't. I don't understand. I don't understand. It's like Daniel Jones needs a great O-line. Daniel Jones needs a great receiver. Daniel Jones needs a great running back. Daniel Jones needs a great defense. Daniel Jones needs a great coaching staff. If you're that good, you don't need all that. Good players find a way to be successful without being born on third base. And Karl-Anthony Towns sounds like he wants to be born on home plate after he already rounded third base. Play good, talk good. Play bad, talk bad. I've never been afraid to give Karl-Anthony Towns credit. I want to root for Karl-Anthony Towns and yell his name and give Cat the ball. And why are you taking him out of the game? I want to do that. But what do you have? Two shots in the first half against Whoever he just lost to?
The Thunder.
Is that his fault? Or is that or you want to say it's Mike Brown's fault? How about when you try to post up 6'5" Alex Caruso, you don't get thrown around like a rag doll?
That's it. And you started to figure it out. He started to get more aggressive, was getting offensive rebounds, taking the ball to the hoop and putting it back up. And we were saying, let's go. Cat's carrying this team. And then Mike Brown
so what changed? Did Mike Brown change the game plan, or Karl-Anthony Towns ditched the elastic waisted pants and put on a belt and real pants?
Yeah, got more aggressive and got ready to play, brought his lunch pail and went in and did the dirty work. So
see how crazy it is? When he plays well, it's because of him. And I'm not saying you're saying this or I'm saying this, but when he plays bad, it's Mike Brown's fault.
Yep. And you highlighted the difference between Jalen Brunson saying, I got to play better versus Towns saying he doesn't know his role anytime he has a bad game.
How about and we'll get to Ty Dubs in a second. I'm sorry. But before the game versus OKC, that was when he had the quote again with the NBC woman reporter. And how about when she goes, you've talked a lot about your role and you're still learning it. How about, no, I got it. We're 5 games away from the playoffs. I got it. I know what I'm doing.
Yep.
We just won 7 games in a row. I think we got it figured out.
Silence
but instead, you're pouring gasoline on the fire where you're looking like the guy at your uncle's birthday party with Tracy McGrady and Vince Carter pulling you off to the side and telling you how to get your first girlfriend. It was embarrassing. Every show, every network, every NBA podcast is, oh, Cat doesn't know his role. 1, take the damn in-season tournament sweater off, all right? Jalen Brunson doesn't wear that. Josh Hart doesn't wear that. That's just a microcosm of who he is. He doesn't want to be coached, doesn't want to be a part of a team. He wants it Cat's way and not the best for the team. Does Josh Hart have that on right now? Does Miles McBride have that on right now? Or does Mike Brown have his in-season tournament quarter zip on? No. I'm sick and tired of all the aiding of Karl-Anthony Towns and babied his whole life and plays like a baby 90% of the time. We got a 3-point goal. Ty Dubs, bang! No coincidence that when the Knicks had the worst 7-game win streak in NBA history versus all teams that are in the lottery, Karl-Anthony Towns found his footing. And then he couldn't play versus Charlotte, and then he couldn't play.
Ty Dubs.
Yes, sir! Ty Dubs. $50 super chat. You the man. I got a beer bong for you, brother. Says, I don't give a F that Cat is the best big man shooter. His defense is soft. He doesn't shuffle those giant feet at all. I said it when we traded for him. It isn't going to end well. But you don't make the conference finals, send him to F in Washington for a bag of chips. I can promise you if you don't make it to the conference finals, Karl-Anthony Towns is not on this team next year. There's no way. There's no way.
They're going to have to shake something up if they don't. Shout out to you. Everyone get those TDs in the chat. Shout out to Ty Dubs. SGs as well. We never got those going for Seth Gross. And if you have not yet, hit that thumbs up icon. 400 people. We're not even at 100 likes yet. That's unbelievable. Hit the thumbs up icon. Be a real one. Helps us out. Completely 100% free. And if you want the Knicks to win tonight in Towns of a big game, hit that thumbs up icon.
I wanted the red Merbonga, dude. Come on. I wanted the red sucker. I wanted the red Tootsie Lollipop. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Dubs. Shout out to everyone hanging out with us for some Knicks Rockets tonight. No one wants the Knicks to get back on the win column more than us. So hopefully that's it. Hopefully Towns. You see it in stretches. You saw what he did in the fourth quarter. Where more of that? Fine, whatever you found there, just bring it back. Don't let he gets so knocked off of his focus or his game so easily. Be a little tougher and control it and play like that every game.
Brian, you want to call us fair weather fans. I've been doing this for 4 years in a row, every single game, and I'm gonna just. You got it, dude. You got it. Callum Hughes, what up, my man? Appreciate the love as always. What up, boys? How we all doing tonight? Hoping we can bounce back tonight. Fingers crossed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm hoping so as well. They're running out of time. Fair weather fans. What the hell is a fair weather Knicks fan, by the way?
I mean, anyone who started following the team in the last 2 years or whatever, once they started making the conference finals, I guess, or people who weren't grinding Friday night Knicks in 2013 when their team, or maybe not 2015 when the team was awful, watching, or before that, watching Tony Douglas play point guard, or Oh man, it's just,
So, like, would you say someone that was rooting for Quentin Richardson and Zach Randolph and Jamal Crawford and Stephon Mark, like, would those guys be fair weather Knicks fans?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh.
Well, you just started covering.
Oh,
you
yeah,
started
yeah,
the
yeah,
channel.
you're right,
Yeah.
you're
This is
right,
actually
you're
the
right.
Knicks channel's launching today. The
Yeah,
Rockets channel's
exactly.
been around for a while. So.
Yeah. Like when you watch the NBA draft when they took Channing Frye and missed out on Steph Curry on the same
Jordan
day,
Hill.
Jordan Hill, and on the same day that Michael Jackson died. Yep, that day.
Oh, I remember that day. I had a
Yep.
baseball game. I remember when someone's like Michael Jackson died. That was.
And you miss out on Steph Curry.
Yep.
What a day. What a day. Oh, fair weather. That's hilarious. I didn't even know it was possible to be a fair weather Knicks fan.
All right, tip off around the corner. About to tip off right now. Get those LGKs going in the comment section. Light us up. Let us know who the real ones are. Hit that thumbs up icon, and we will get to those remaining super chats momentarily. Appreciate you guys. Every super chat will be shown on today's show. Just trying to make sure we get the game called while it is on, and here we go.
Let's roll. The Rockets will be wearing their white jerseys, red font, blue outline, and the Knicks will be wearing their
No yellow?
Yeah, no red and yellow. That was only 25 years ago. The Knicks will be wearing their classic blue road uniforms. It'll be Towns and Sengun to jump up. Sengun will win the tip. I guess that was Mike Brown's fault as well. All right, we're underway at the Toyota Center in Houston. Kevin Durant, a Rocket, driving, kicking. Sengun, top of the key, three. Missed it. Rebound, grabbed by Anunoby. Good rebound, good box out, there by Mikal Bridges. Got 500 people in the building. If you could, hit that thumbs up icon. Would really, really appreciate it. They're going to look to post up Josh Hart. He'll have to extend it now all the way out to the right wing above the arc. He'll be guarded by Sengun. 5 on the shot clock. Hands it off to Brunson. He'll drive baseline. Throws it up. He's fouled. Jalen Brunson going to go to the line. Kind of a hard fall. Hopefully he's all right. Definitely showing a little bit of pain there. It's always, that's what it is, Dubs. It's someone calls someone out in the chat, and then it's like, when I respond, it was like, no, not you, Marshall. It was the chat. I was talking to the chat. It's like, well, the people that are watching this channel, they're not fair weather Knicks fans. They're diehard Knicks fans. What fair weather Knicks fan on a Tuesday night is joining a YouTube stream where they're not even showing the game? And if you have something to say about chat, then I have something to say to you. As Brunson misses the first free throw. Knicks 48-27, third in the East. Rockets are 45-29, sixth in the West. What up, Mads? Let's go, Knicks. Let's get this one. I got OG 20 points tonight. We've seen OG get off to some hot starts as of late, but then kind of tail off as the games have gone on. I want to see 48 minutes from OG Anunoby tonight. He's got his hands full with Durant as Brunson makes a second. Deuce McBride is playing tonight as Thompson drives, throws it down. Swiss cheese defense by the New York Knicks right there. Brunson will bring it up. Thompson to defend him. He'll run a pick and roll with Towns. Swings it in the corner to Bridges. He'll put it on the deck and stepped out of bounds.
Sunny STX.
What up? Appreciate the love. Let's go, Knicks. Heads up. Be happy we are even in this position. I'm not going to agree with that, to be honest. I get the ideology of be happy where we're at, but what's the saying? We didn't come this far to come this far.
Yeah, that's it. It's no one's going to crown the Knicks for having a 50-win regular season.
Yeah. As Hart drives, gets into the lane, falling away, banking it up. No dice. I just can't, get over that. That's like saying if you have a car that works 50% of the time now, you should be thankful because the car that you had 5 years before that only worked 25% of the time. Right? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Still a problem. My ex-wife cheated on me 5 times. My new wife's only cheated on me 3 times. I'm thankful. That doesn't make sense. I don't mean to be rude about it, but we're all here to win a chip, right?
Yep, that's the goal. If you're not working towards that, what are you working towards?
As Durant knocks in a 3, and they go up early, 7-1, and the Knicks turn it over. Bad pass by Josh Hart, and the Knicks pick up where they've left off all season long, down early. We'll get to Seth's Super Chat coming up in a second. We appreciate you, brother. Durant, mid-range, pull up. Got it. Knicks down by 8 early. They really learned a lot from that loss against OKC. Brunson off the Hart screen. They double him. He misses Hart on the roll. Got to be better. Finally throws it to him. Gets it in the corner to Bridges. Back to Hart. He'll fire a three. Not a chance. Rebound. Not grabbed by Towns. Ripped away by Durant. Tari Eason in transition. Drops it off to Sengun. Back to Eason. Back to Durant. Wide open three. Splash. Knicks down 11. And guess what? Mike Brown has to take a timeout before we get to the 9-minute mark. Some things change. Some things stay the same. Ain't that the truth? My man Seth Gross.
We got a three-point goal. Seth Gross, bang!
What up, Seth? As always, thank you, my man. When the Knicks play their A game, a championship is an attainable goal. However, because they've been so inconsistent, that dream is fading. Would you rather, if they continue to play like this, go out in round one or drag it out and lose
in the third round?
I'd rather lose in round one. I would rather lose in round one than because that means real changes are going to come. And like we just talked about, my expectation is to win a championship. And if you can't even get to the championship, you need to make major changes. And you're more likely to make major changes if you lose in round one than you do in the conference finals, because it could easily be talked into first year of Mike Brown. Cat didn't know his role. Maybe we run it back. We've got a first-round pick. No. If you don't get to the NBA Finals this year, you better make major changes. That's my head. My heart obviously says I want to see this team play longer, and I want to get to the conference finals. But if that ultimate goal is to put a banner and you don't get to the finals this year, like, you're more likely to make changes if you lose in round one.
Yeah, you got to assess where you're at. So shout out to you, Seth. Like Marshall said, everything he said, echoing just the support means a lot. You're a legend.
Seth Gross.
And let's go. Jay Liv coming back again as well. He says he's Santa Cat. You better not pout. You better not cry. You better not shout. I'm telling you why. Santa Cat is coming to town.
What gifts is he bringing?
Yeah, it's fair.
He's bringing us coal. He's brought us a lot of coal.
Shout out to you, Jay Liv. 500-plus people in the building. This is a rough start for the Knicks tonight, but if you want them to bounce back and try and figure out what the hell they're doing, or you're frustrated by the fact they're down 12-1 and Kevin Durant is on his way to breaking Bam Adebayo's record at this rate, hit that thumbs-up icon. Let's try and get over 200 likes. I know there's at least 80 people in here who feel that same way about seeing frustrated the Knicks with another slow start, down 11, not even 3 minutes into this game.
To homie Fredo, I don't want Randall, and I don't want Towns either. Have y'all not seen how Julius Randle's been playing this year for the Timberwolves? I know as Knicks fans, we sometimes live in our bubble. They ain't happy with him. I'll tell you that much. Their coach has called him out multiple times for his lack of effort. You want to go back to Julius Randle?
Not sure that makes a better team either.
Kevin Durant, 10 points. Knicks got to get a hand up. He's a really good player.
Probably should guard him.
I remember there was this one guy that hosted a Knicks channel that was saying the Knicks should try to trade Karl-Anthony Towns for Kevin Durant.
Really?
And there were a lot of Knicks fans that I think watched that channel that did not like that idea.
Really?
Yeah.
Funny.
It's weird. Like, imagine a lineup of Mitchell Robinson, Kevin Durant, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and Jalen Brunson. That'd be pretty good.
Pretty good. Not bad.
No, we can roll with Cat, though. All right, down by 11 early. Anunoby will line up a three, and he'll miss. Rebound by Sengun. Rockets will bring it up. Thompson, right side, guarded by Brunson, drives right at him, into the lane, hangs, and hits. So out of a timeout, the Knicks get a chuck and heave of a right wing three, and then it's a fast break run out, and it's been a 14-0 run for the Rockets. Durant, Towns backing down Sengun, hook shot up, no good. Rebound dropped by Thompson. It'll be Knicks ball underneath. Mike Brown's fault he missed that shot or what? I just want to know the rules. I want to know the rules that we're allowed to operate in. Brunson will throw it in from the baseline. Once again, nobody open, so he'll just squeeze it into a corner to Hart. Hart swings it around to Brunson, top of the key. He'll pull it from the elbow. Got it. That's something that's been pretty disappointing over the last month or so. You just kind of focus on different things. The lack of out-of-bounds plays the Knicks have is jarring.
Yeah, no creativity. Just get it in bounds, make something happen. Not scheming guys open.
No creating advantage. Sengun, top of the key, 7 on the shot clock. Going to get a screen here from Eason. Won't use it. He'll hand it off to Durant instead. He's got 3. Back to Sengun. He'll launch and connect. Knicks down 14. Hart, dribble handoff to Bridges. He'll try to drive on Jabari Smith. He's cut off. Swinging to Anunoby. He'll go to work. Backing down Thompson. Kicking in the corner to Hart. 7 on the shot clock. The Knicks haven't got a good look yet. Hart to Bridges to OG. Clean look. 3-pointer. No good. Rebound by Bridges to Hart. He'll drive. Step back. 8-footer. Got it. Thompson on the left side of the floor to handle. The Knicks are 2 of 8 from the field. The Rockets are 7 of 8. Durant looking for more. Pocket pass to Sengun. Into the corner. One more. Eason. Clean look for 3. Splash. Knicks down 15. We've been playing hoops for 5 minutes. 20-4 run as Brunson's pass is intercepted. Stolen. Thompson to Eason. Facial. Knicks down 17. Just pack it up and go home. Pack it up and go home. Hart on the left side. Towns trying to post up on Durant. Can't create any space. Is that on Mike Brown? Josh Hart fires a 3 and makes it. Watch how Karl-Anthony Towns tries to gain positioning in the post. He doesn't know how. Jabari Smith on the right wing. They'll feature Sengun at the elbow. He'll throw it to the corner to Eason. He'll drive back into the corner to Durant. I think that's a 2. He'll miss, but Eason beats Towns to the glass, and he beats Hart to the glass. Offensive rebound and a putback. Towns didn't box out. Brunson driving on Thompson. Into the lane. Nowhere to go with it. Kicks it out to Hart. Back to Brunson. 10 on the shot clock. Swinging to Bridges. Now they'll feature Towns in the mid-range. He'll spin baseline. Push shot up and in. Strong move by Cat. Thompson to work. Kicks it to Eason. He'll walk into a wide open 3. Good. Just an unserious team, man. Just unserious. Brunson on the left side. 1-on-1 versus Jabari Smith. Gives it to Bridges on the ghost screen. He'll drive into the lane. Footwork. Fall away 2. Got it. Nice move there by Mikal. Thompson to handle. We'll get it to Durant. Anunoby on him. Right to Sengun. Right wing, elevated above the arc. 10 on the shot clock. Puts it on the deck. Trying to work against Towns. Hands it off to Durant. Durant back to Sengun. Sengun throws it up. Thompson throws it down. The Knicks just got worked. Down 17. Timeout. Mike Brown, second one of the game. It's game 75, and Karl-Anthony Towns doesn't know his role still on how to guard a pick and roll. That's all because of Karl-Anthony Towns. He's guarding nobody. He shows a soft hedge. It doesn't matter. He plays drop coverage. It doesn't matter. He's not impacting the game defensively in any way. So it's pass here, pass there, slam dunk, alley-oop, Knicks down 17.
Yeah, he's just a body out there right now, and the Rockets, whatever they did, they came in with a game plan of how they were going to expose the Knicks on defense. They've done that so far. I mean, close to halfway through the quarter, they've already got 29 points. They're barely missing shots. Their shots are barely touching the rim. They're getting whatever looks they want, wide open, and it's tough to watch, man. It's tough to watch. And like credit to them, they're knocking down their shots, but they're pretty much wide open almost every single time. I mean, they're getting dunks. They're getting, even when they do miss, they're getting offensive rebounds and doing putback dunks as well. So, like the Knicks didn't even really wake up until they were already down 15, and they're still expanding upon that lead at this point.
I know, like, you can't do this in professional sports, but Mike Brown should not start Karl-Anthony Towns anymore. Like, you don't know your role. You're openly criticizing my coaching in the media. You come out flat in this game, giving us nothing on defense. Start Mitchell Robinson. He's a better player at this point. It's better for the Knicks. I don't give a shit what's better for Karl-Anthony Towns. He ain't a Knick.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if, and probably won't happen like you said, but if this kind of continues and we get into playoff games and the Knicks are continuing to see this lack of success of this lineup and these slow starts, if he, with that urgency, kind of ratchet it up a little bit, decides to make a change. The pressure is only going to mount for a potential change when you keep coming out and getting, like these starts are getting worse. They're not getting better. Like they are getting beaten by more and more points to start the game. They're not getting closer to having any good starts with this 5. So, yeah.
Disgusting effort, man. Him, what up, Brody? Appreciate the $10 super chat, my man. I think KD would have made this team worse in terms of drama, like trashing teammates on X. Also, I feel like the Knicks have these stretches where they're very good for a little bit, then very bad. Yeah, we'll just agree to disagree that I would rather have Kevin Durant on this team than Karl-Anthony Towns. That's just my thought. Jay Liv, what up, man? Marsh. Golden State snack Curry at 7 once. But yeah, I know. I remember all and well, brother. I remember all and well.
I remember I was a kid and my dad was telling me like the Knicks like made it very obvious that they wanted Curry and like then that kind of heightened the hype on him and they didn't get the chance to get him.
No, yeah, that run, Smitty and I, or Steeps and I actually watched his March Madness run highlights like a couple days ago. Unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal.
It was kind of like what he was with the Warriors before. Just unreal stuff. So we'll see. Shout out to everyone supporting us. 750 people here watching this bloodbath. Hit that thumbs up icon if you haven't yet.
As Mitchell Robinson, Jordan Clarkson, and Miles McBride check into the game. Karl-Anthony Towns, Anunoby, and Bridges will sit. Brunson, drive, layup, air ball. Out of bounds off of Houston. Knicks will remain in control of the rock with only 3.3 seconds left on the shot clock. Brunson throws it up to Robinson. He'll miss the point-blank shot, gets it back, has it underneath. It'll be knocked out of bounds by Houston. Knicks will now have 12 seconds on the shot clock to throw it in. Let's see what they draw up as a play here. Brunson just throws it up top to Robinson and then hands it right back to him. They've been running that play for 4 years. Brunson throws it up to Robinson and he lays it up and in.
Nice hands by Mitch to kind of lay that one in. Not the best pass there from Brunson.
Durant handling, guarded by Josh Hart. Gets a screen. Hart fights over. Durant takes him to the lane, loses it, and they'll call a foul on Josh Hart. Durant catches. Gets it to Reed Shepherd. His layup high off the glass is good. McBride beat off the bounce there. Curious to see how much he plays today and how he moves out there. I still can't believe he's playing. McBride off a couple screens. Gets to the left elbow. Pump fake. Kicks into the corner to Hart. Hart being guarded by Durant. Finds Brunson on a cut. Brunson on the block. Puts it on the deck. Retreats to the three-point line. He'll work against Durant. Lost it. Turnover. Unforced error by the Knicks. Jalen Brunson has not been good to start today's game. Sloppy ball handling, sloppy passing, and a turnover there. 14 points scored for the Knicks. 3:15 left in the quarter. Houston's going for 50 this quarter. As Eason has it poked away. Active hands by Clarkson. It'll be Rockets ball underneath.
Yeah, nice job by Clarkson to poke it away. He let him get by him first, which is why he had to poke it away from behind. So, got lucky there.
Durant off the catch, puts it on the deck, one-on-one with Robinson, fires a three, no good, and the rebound will be grabbed by Hart. Knicks can push if they want. Hart doesn't see it, it's a turnover, and got it back into the corner to Brunson. Brunson driving on Durant, into the lane, layup up, missed it. It'll go out of bounds off Houston. Like a sloppy performance by the Knicks. They're all jumbled up, no spacing. No crisp passing. Josh Hart doesn't sense someone is coming from behind to poke the ball away. Looked like they had a little too much fun in some of those late night clubs in Houston. Robinson hands it off to McBride. He'll get to the elbow. Step back, 17-footer. In and out. Rebound by Durant. Here comes Houston. KD met by Clarkson. Gets a screen. Pocket pass to the big. Lays it up, missed it, rebound by Brunson. Knicks can push if they want, and Brunson will just jog it up, and we'll try to work against the half-court defense. Into the lane, playing off two, got it to go. Quickly the other way are the Rockets. They have it in the front court with 19 seconds on the shot clock. Thompson blows by Clarkson. Pull up from the dotted line, missed it, rebound by McBride. He'll bring it up himself. Looking at outlet. He'll stop and pop from way downtown. No good. Clarkson pokes it away, but it's last touched by New York. Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Shepherd, defended by McBride, gets a screen from Durant. They'll feature him. Durant fouled, going to the line for two. Hacking and whacking are the Knicks now on defense.
And, like, the Rockets just look like they are playing at a different speed right now than the Knicks. The Knicks are a step slow on defense. The Rockets are just one pass ahead, getting whatever open shots they want. And then on defense, like, they are flying to the ball. The Knicks look panicked. They look confused. They look like they don't know where to go. They're turning the ball over. They're throwing the ball out of bounds. They're having the ball deflected. It looks like a varsity versus JV team right now.
They're not doing really anything well.
Durant missed the first.
Durant knocks in the second. Knicks are getting doubled up in the first quarter, 32-16. Brunson. He always plays the first quarter, and I don't know if that's the right way to roll. Brunson swinging it around. Clarkson on the right wing, driving, pulling up on the baseline, gets it to go. Tough shot there by Clarkson. Reed Shepherd has it in the front court. Sengun catching from 30, throws it into the post to Smith. The Knicks send a double. Good defense there. They got to get back cross court. They do. Good defense. First time tonight they've played well in the half court. And Durant's pass is batted on the ground. Ball is loose. Picked up by Robinson. Here come the Knicks. Sengun just shoving someone to the ground as Brunson throws it up and Robinson throws it down. Like, Sengun was literally holding Anunoby down there.
Just kind of sitting on him.
Same football, man. Durant driving right side, swinging, wide open corner three. Shepherd, good.
It's like the one guy on their team can knock down threes.
Brunson driving. Shot sent the other way by Thompson. Here comes Houston. It's a 3-on-1. Shepherd to Durant, lays it up and in, 37-20. .25 seconds left in the quarter. About a 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Brunson swings the deuce. He'll fire a contested three. Air ball. Rebound by Robinson, and he's fouled. I don't think Deuce made a shot in 2 games. Robinson, first free throw. Nope. As Bridges will sub in for the final defensive possession. I don't know, man. This is pretty bad from the Knicks, and I don't know why I'm not used to it at this point. Sengun with 5 into the front court, spin move into the lane. He's fouled. So with 7 seconds left, the Knicks allow a center, Alperen Sengun, to go coast to coast, drive, draw a foul, and in 5 seconds end up at the free throw line.
Nobody's stopping the ball.
Nobody stopped ball. One time. Sengun, first free throw, missed it.
All right, ball don't lie. Get those BDLs in the chat.
You got your ass beat.
Yeah, it's ugly. Ugly.
Sengun misses the second. We'll go to the second quarter, down 37-21.
All right. I know we normally grade the performance after each quarter, but I think it's pretty clear what everyone would say to that. So instead, we're going to give one word to describe the Knicks' play in that first quarter. Let us know. You can type those Fs as well if you want to make sure you let everyone know, but I'd be surprised if anyone said anything but F, so let's change it up. We got trash from Bob Builder, sad from Mike.
What up, Mike G?
Pathetic from EZ. Terrible, garbage, trash, shit, abomination, pathetic, trash, awful, preposterous.
What's your one word?
Disgusting. I'm going to go with disgusting. What about you?
I think careless. I don't think they care.
Yeah.
I don't think they care.
I think that's a good way to describe it. Just lack of effort, lack of urgency, just not ready to play, and yeah, got their doors blown off. Deplorable, atrocious, pitiful.
I think it's more than just effort, though, right?
Yeah, it's like they like I said, they looked like a JV team against a varsity team. They look mismatched.
Yeah. I just think sometimes, like, the first thing is, they're not trying hard enough. And, like, we're all victim to that. But, like,
It's not.
that was a skill gap.
That's one of
Yeah.
several problems.
That was a skill gap.
Yeah.
They don't know scouting report. They're not picking up people in transition. Like,
Let Kevin Durant get wide open for jump shots. Kevin Durant just extended his warm-up into the game. He was getting wide open threes.
they played a careless brand of basketball. Josh Hart dribbling the ball up, knowing he just took the ball past somebody. Did he not think that someone was going to try to poke that ball from behind him?
Yeah, lack of awareness.
We don't care enough to rotate on defense in pick and rolls. And we're having Amen Thompson throw down backside alley-oops looking at the rim. Might be time for another players-only meeting.
Yeah,
that'll work.
That'll save the season.
And that just kind of leaves me to my point where it's like, at this point, it's nothing the coaches can do. Like, this isn't coaching.
Yeah.
So the idea of, like, what do the Knicks need to do to get back? They need to play like they give a shit. They need to play like they want to play together, like they want to be a team. We already knew this locker room was fractured last year. Like, we knew that. Fred Katz and James L. Edwards wrote the day Tom Thibodeau got fired, people in the locker room did not think others took the game serious enough.
It's a problem. That's a big problem. And you may not want to support the Knicks anymore or question it after this first quarter, but if you want to support us, you can go ahead and get that Knicks Now merch, chatsports.com/Knicks Now. We talked about it in the pregame. We got shirts in blue and black. Put that in the comment section for you, chatsports.com/Knicks Now.
Appreciate everybody for being here. What up, Vasquez? All right, second quarter underway, and Towns will be fouled. Knicks ball side out of bounds, 14 on the shot clock. Yeah, DB, they're not really fun to watch anymore. I mean, when's the last time we've had fun watching this team? Did anyone have fun during that 7-game win streak where they're barely beating the Nets, barely beating the Warriors, and barely beating the Jazz? Cat drives, kicks, Alvarado, 3, got it. Good sight there. Alvarado has really, really struggled. But the last 2 games, he's hit some threes.
Yeah, seems to be building off that performance against the Thunder where he started to knock down some shots.
Z Schneider, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. It has not been that much fun doing it. Smith to throw it in to Sengun. He'll drive on Towns. The Knicks have to double, and it leaves open a wide open Rocket for 3. I believe that's Tate, no good. And the Rockets get another offensive rebound, and the Rockets get another offensive rebound, and now a wide open 3, and they finally miss, and the Knicks finally get a defensive rebound. Alvarado, top of the key, running off a Towns screen. Holding, dribbling the air out of the ball. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Finally makes a pass. Finally, they break in the perimeter. OG, step back 15-footer. Good. As Thompson, guarded by Towns, circling through the lane. He'll shovel it out to Sengun. 10 on the shot clock. Rockets trying to play through Sengun. They get a screen. Bridges onto him. Kick it out. Holiday for 3. Missed it. Rebound by the Knicks. Towns on the boards. Outlet to Alvarado. Trying to bring some pace to this game. Jose to a trailing Towns. Back to Jose. Pump fake into the lane. Finds Clarkson in the corner. He'll spin into the lane. Takes a tough fading 2 and gets it to go. Tough shot there by Jordan Clarkson. As the Knicks go on a 7-0 run. And Ime Udoka takes the time out to talk about it.
All right. I mean, I want to preface this by saying the damage is already done by how the Knicks played in that first quarter. Like, you can't just throw that out the window and forget about that. This is a playoff caliber team. This is like a dress rehearsal for a potential playoff game. But that being said, it happened in the first quarter, and there is 3 quarters left to play. Good start. Like, you can't ignore what happened, but you don't want the Knicks to react any other way than just playing better, playing harder, trying to start figure it out and get back into this game. So better than continuing to get blown out and get their doors blown off in the start of the second quarter, but we'll see. Get those LGKs in the chat, though. Cut this to single digits. Solid start to the second quarter.
You know me, big Rockets fan. Big Rockets fan. ZZ Crutchy says, there we go. Jason Brunson subs out and we go on a run. Coincidence? Yeah, trade Brunson.
He's the
We'll
problem.
Right. Brunson's the
He's
problem.
the problem.
Brunson's
What was it? He's supposed to shoot under 20 shots or score under 20 points?
As long as Brunson doesn't shoot the ball, the Knicks will be really good. Remember that?
That's it. Simple.
Maybe it was who was on the floor for Houston. Maybe that matters, right?
Could be.
I mean, is that Jayshawn Tate
Yeah.
and Aaron Holiday? I would hope that you could be a lineup that has Jayshawn Tate and Aaron Holiday in it. You've only got $40 million Anunoby, $35 million Bridges, $52 million Karl-Anthony Towns. I know Thompson and Sengun and Smith are hell of players, but I'd hope you could win these minutes. Thank you for doing what you're supposed to do. Robert says the Knicks play better without Brunson. That's weird. I watched this team for 28 years of my life before they traded for Jalen Brunson, and I never saw him win a playoff series. It's weird. What Knicks are you talking about? Rooting for the Knicks unnecessarily stressful. I agree. Diverse says the Knicks need a coach for the coach.
GTA should have been the game. I'm thinking one good game from Alvarado shouldn't cause a reshuffling of the rotation. I don't know if that's your part of your point where Brunson maybe shouldn't play the whole first quarter. That's different, but
it's every game. It's just it's a copy and paste rotation from Mike Brown, which he's supposed to be the guy that
is adjusts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, anyone that actually has anything bad to say about Jalen Brunson, respectfully, I will never take anything you say serious about the NBA. All right, here we go. Knicks have cut it to 9. They're down by what? As many as 20 in the first quarter? As Holiday has it up top, poked into the backcourt by Alvarado. Holiday will retrieve it. Back into the front court with 10. They'll go right to Sengun, guarded by Towns. Dribble handoff to Smith. Smith gets downhill, pull-up jumper over Clarkson, and he's fouled. That's cool, Robert. That's cool. I don't. And, respectfully, if you think Jalen Brunson is the problem with this team, well, I'm just not going to take you serious. I'm not asking you to take me serious. I just not going to take you serious.
I don't know. Take Jalen Brunson off this team. Significantly worse.
Smith's first free throw, good. One more coming for Smith. Knock in the second. Knicks back down by 11. Alvarado into the front court. Fine Towns, top of the key. He'll put it on the deck. Throws up a foul line floater. Missed. Got his own rebound. Kicks it out to OG for 3. Missed. Bridges taps it out. Alvarado 3. Got it. Jose Alvarado. Best thing that's happened to the Knicks the last 2 games is Alvarado starting to connect on some shots and play with some confidence. The Knicks are going to need him to be a difference maker in the playoffs.
Good offensive rebounding there by the Knicks, keeping the possession alive.
Thompson into the corner. Tate driving into the lane, layup blocked by Anunoby. Tate gets it back. Outlet to Smith. 3 on the shot clock. Kicks to Thompson. Thompson for 3. Air ball. Shot clock violation. Good defense there. Jose to handle. Right wing. Swings it up top to Towns. Towns now guarded by Sengun. Trying to drive on him. Forcing the action. Gets to the block. And they're going to call a foul. They'll go to the line for 2. Yeah, Knicks get lucky. That was not a foul on Houston, and they didn't get the challenge in time. That would have been a turnover by the Knicks and Karl-Anthony Towns. He'll go to the line for 2, and he makes the first. Probably an offensive foul and a flagrant if they challenge it. Towns elbows Sengun in the mouth. Second free throw for Towns. Good. 6-point game. Appreciate the fight that they've come out here in the second quarter with. Shouldn't always have to be that way. Imagine if this team played hard and cared and wanted to win for 48 minutes. You're not going to get away with that in the playoffs. I promise you that. Thompson on the right wing comes off a series of screens. Towns on the contest. Missed. Rebound by Anunoby. Outlet to Alvarado. Full court pass ahead to Clarkson. Point blank layup. Up and in. Jordan Clarkson. Alvarado has brought pace to this ball game. Great minutes here for Jose. 4-point game. Sengun, top of the key, hands it off to Smith. How about Clarkson extended the defense all the way to midcourt? Sengun to Tate inside, lays it up and in. Towns catching, top of the key. He'll face. Puts it on the deck, driving on Sengun. Swings back to Alvarado. They'll try to run that 2-man game again. Alvarado into the lane, floater up and in. The best minutes for Jose Alvarado in a long, long time. Give me some 5s in the chat. Saved the game. Smith, foul line J, up and in. And it's going to be an and 1. I'm going to call a foul on Jose on the box out.
I
don't understand how that's a foul, man. All he did was box out.
Sengun's probably got 50 pounds on Alvarado, 60 pounds.
I didn't say. Probably close to like a hundo. You think Alvarado's 180 pounds soaking wet?
Yeah, I mean, and he's gonna knock him over that easily. It wasn't that much contact.
Sengun will knock in the free throw. Knicks have same 5 on the floor. Towns to a cutting Alvarado into the corner. OG3. Missed it. Rebound by Houston. They're out and running. Towns jogging back into the play. Shepard and Sengun run a pick and roll. Shepard, top of the key, working against Clarkson. Man, this is great defense by Clarkson. He's changed this game. Him and Jose Alvarado. Force him to pick his dribble up. Pokes it away. 5 seconds on the clock. Thompson driving on Bridges. Hanging, kicking. Eason 3. Connecting. Doesn't matter if you play defense good for 22 seconds. It's a 24-second shot clock. Knicks didn't defend for the final 2, and they got a 3 splashed in their mouth. Down by 10 again. It's like all their points have come from either like that left corner 3 or someone driving from the left corner and getting to the rim on an alley-oop or a back cut. Knicks not fully rotating.
They're not. All 5 guys are not locked into their role on defense, and it's like you're only as good as your weakest link. If one guy breaks down, one guy gets open, doesn't matter how hard the other 4 guys are playing or whether or not they're in the right spot. It's a team. You play defense as a team. It's good, important to have individual defenders because you can stop things from breaking down. Then they won't necessarily have those openings, but one guy falls asleep, his guy cuts back door, or he's not in the right spot and leaves another guy wide open, and give them the opportunity to get an open shot. Vasquez brings up a good point. Clarkson's kind of earning some minutes here. Not sure who I want in the playoff rotation, especially with that's crowded at that guard spot. It's going to be interesting to see how that shakes out. See if Deuce can get his footing back. He hasn't made a shot yet in his 2 games back. Obviously, still early back, and if he continues to be healthy, he'll have time to kind of play through that shooting issue. Hopefully it's not a prolonged issue, but you expect him to want to get minutes. And if Alvarado has kind of turned a corner here, he's going to want and need some minutes as well. So,
yeah, and Shamet is upping his rehab. He was scrimmaging in practice today and yesterday. So we'll see. We'll see.
Shout out to you guys. 800-plus people in the building. 11 likes away from 200. You want the Knicks to beat the Rockets and continue to kind of build on this positive momentum they've had in this second quarter here. Hit that thumbs up icon. Let us know if you have liked the video. Get an LGK in the chat. Let's go Knicks.
They've been playing like an entire team for 6 weeks. Like a tired team, maybe, is what you mean? I'm not doing that again. No, so that was everybody's go-to excuse last year. They're tired. Tibbs is playing them too many minutes.
Everyone's minutes are down across the board, right?
If you're tired, get in better shape.
They played that one extra game. That was.
Oh, yeah, they did play 1 extra game 4 months ago. Respectfully, get in better shape.
Their Knicks' team is supposed to be deep. You have Diawara getting minutes. You have all those guys we just talked about when they're healthy.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I didn't say they are tired. They're playing like they're tired. I guess my response would be challenge yourself to think of a different reason why they're playing bad, right? Don't just grab the easy, they're tired off the top shelf. They're not tired. They're not. That's not why they're playing bad. If that was the case, why are they playing better in the second quarter than the first quarter? Isn't the first quarter when you're the most fresh? Everyone yelled they were tired last year. Now they're playing less minutes. So if you're still tired, that seems like a individual player problem. I agree. I agree 100%, Vasquez. I agree with that. And I also don't think that they are ever a team where all 5 players play well at the same time. Some substitutions here. They'll go with a double big lineup. Towns and Robinson. Brunson, Hart, and McBride are the other 3. Hart for 3 off the bench. Step back. No good. That's the play we get out of a timeout is a step back wing 3 from Josh Hart. Durant back in the game for Houston. He'll find Smith on the roll. Elbow J off the mark. Rebound by Brunson. He'll bring it up the right side. Gets a screen from Robinson. Brunson swings to McBride. To Hart. Back to Deuce. Has it in the corner with space. Sizing up Durant. Sidestep. Midi. No good. Shepard to Durant for 3. Missed it. Rebound. Off of Houston. That's Knicks ball. DB says effort. Sustained effort. How about they just up the compete level? How about they're not competing hard enough? Not that the effort and the energy is the one holding them back. How about up your compete level? The compete level is much higher in the second quarter. Score is tighter.
And I think that's more of just a mental mindset when you talk about compete level versus effort and tiredness is physical. That's physical.
Brunson doubled at midcourt. Swings to McBride. 10 on the shot clock. 40 feet from the basket. McBride puts it on the deck. Into the lane. Kicks it out. Josh Hart. Corner look. Missed. Reed Shepherd, pull up 3. Got it. Down 13. Brunson gets a screen from Robinson. Throws it in the corner to Hart. He'll find a cutting Mitch. Outlet into the corner. McBride, clean look. In and out. Can't buy a bucket. Durant. Crossover. Drop off. Kick out. Corner 3. Eason off the side of the backboard.
Yikes. that was ugly.
That's Capella, number 30. As McBride has the ball stolen from him, and Shepherd goes coast to coast and throws it down. Knicks back down by 15. McBride in the corner, wide open. Got it. Finally, raises his arms up and says it. Will that be the one that takes the lid off the basket? McBride defending Shepherd. Good defense there. Swings to Durant. Durant driving, kicking. Shepherd putting on the deck. Elbow, jumper. Got it over Deuce. That's a tough shot, man. Hart off the Robinson screen. Throw it up. He does. And he missed it. Eason to Durant. Throws it down. Knicks down 16. Getting run out of the building. Brunson to Towns. Towns, dribble handoff to Hart. Probably not a good idea to not have OG and Anunoby in the game when Durant plays, but I'm not the coach. Towns, baseline, one leg floater, missed. Rebound by Hart. Outlet to McBride, pump fake, 3. Missed it. Yeah, maybe we do just suck, DB. Shepherd off the screen, has Brunson on him. Puts it on the deck. Good job by Brunson. Forced him to kick it out. Eason one-on-one with Towns. That's got to be an offensive foul. It is. Reed Shepherd telling his bench to challenge.
I don't know about that.
He literally just looked like a pulling guard.
I mean, he was chicken winging him, and I mean, he just shoves him.
Reggie Miller, of course, says it's contact both ways.
Shocker.
Knicks ball down 16. I believe starting 5 is back in the game. Except for Towns. It's Robinson. Robinson to Anunoby. OG guarded by Tari Eason. Back to Robinson. Top of the key. And Durant will be called for a foul away from the ball as he was trying to deny Brunson.
I mean, nobody's stepping up right now. 5 points, 5 points, 5 points, 2 points. Like, who's going to take over this game?
Brunson, guarded by Thompson, gets into the lane. Nowhere to go. Has to retreat. 5 seconds, 3 seconds. Pump fake, step through. Everyone ball watching, lays it up and in. Man, that guy's definitely the problem, right?
100%.
Yep. Guy with 7 points, shooting 43%. How about someone else does something? Durant, pull up 3 over Anunoby. Cash. That was Brunson's fault too, huh? Brunson to Robinson. Robinson missing Bridges. Got it to him late. Still has room. Gets into the lane. Kicks it out to OG. Wide open 3. Missed it. Man, only if Brunson could make that shot for Anunoby. Durant to Thompson. Bang out. Showtime. Wow. Brunson driving into the lane, kicking it out to Hart. He'll now drive. Working against Shepherd. Floater in the lane is good. 66-41. As Robinson will be called for a foul there. Eason, top of the key, putting it on the deck. Hands off to Shepard. Rolls, gets it right back, has it underneath, and they call a foul on Robinson. That is going to be his third. I don't really understand how that was a foul, though. One minute left in the half. Knicks down 17. Easton at the line with a chance to 19. Easton knocks in both. Knicks down 19. 60 seconds left in the half. Brunson gets a screen from Towns. Swings Anunoby on the wing. Hill drive. Spinning in the lane. Lost it. Has to get on the ground to save it. Outlet to Hart. Hart just double dribbled. Turnover. One of the worst halves of the season. .40 seconds left. Durant off the screen. Finds Sengun on the roll. Kicks it out. Shepard for three. Missed it. Rebound grab by Brunson. Outlet to Hart. Crosses half court with 30. Into the corner for Bridges. Got it. It's a big-time shot there. Knicks needed that bad. 28 seconds left. About a 4.5 second difference in the shot clock and game clock. If the Knicks can defend without fouling, grab a rebound, maybe you can get a look at the rim. Durant finds Eason on the roll. He'll drive at Towns. Lays it up. Missed. Big rebound by Towns. Outlet to Mikal. It's 5-on-4. Run it. Run it. Brunson with 7. Brunson with 5. Crossover. Into the lane. Foul line. Swing out. OG corner 3 at the buzzer is good. Great extra pass there by Towns.
Yeah, that might have been one of the best basketball plays I have ever seen Karl-Anthony Towns make. Brunson had the opportunity to take the shot at the top of the key. He passed at the last second to Towns. He's got a body on him, one-handed, zips it out to the corner, wide open. OG knocks it down as the buzzer sounds. High IQ play from Karl-Anthony Towns. How often do you say that?
Brunson's pass was deflected. That's why Towns kind of had to reach that one arm out, grabs it, and throws a rocket into the corner. And, like, I am always going to overanalyze everything. Watch how Karl-Anthony Towns comes off the court here. Watch Karl-Anthony Towns. Only Karl-Anthony Towns. Brunson brings it up. Throws it to Towns. Towns makes a great pass. OG with a 3. Teammates want to celebrate with Towns. He puts his head down and pouts and walks into the locker room. They'll show him again here. And he's walking off because he wanted pepperoni pizza and they got him cheese pizza.
Like is he almost like upset that he had to pass the ball and not shoot it? I mean, it's like it was a good play. The Knicks just finished the quarter well. They had back-to-back threes there. You just made it a 13-point game when it was a 20-point game.
He's always pouting.
I mean, it's like I legitimately, that's one of the best basketball plays I've seen him make throughout his Knicks tenure.
I don't know, man.
Shout out to everyone dropping their grades in the comment section for that quarter. Obviously a little better than the first. Hard not to be. Still down 13.
Run to the restroom real quick.
You'd like to be in a better spot, but good finish, which is one the Knicks could control there. So good job by them. Picking it up, getting those back-to-back threes to finish the half, to stop on defense, and the play of Towns by finding the open man, kicking it out to the corner, Anunoby knocking down the three. Let's see them hopefully build on that and get off to a quick start here in this third quarter. Do what you did at the beginning of the second quarter when you made the Rockets call that first timeout. You came out strong, went on a 5-0 run, got a few baskets, got a few stops, and figure it out in that locker room at halftime. Whether it's Mike Brown lighting into the players figuring it out with each other, it has to be made known that what happened in that first half is not acceptable in that locker room at halftime. We'll see. Yeah, let's look at Cat's stats and see why he's upset. Yeah, 1 of 4, Vasquez. 1 of 4. Only 4 shots, no threes. Yeah, not happy, I'm sure. That's probably why. Yeah, man, I think that's a good goal. Cut it down to 6. Like I said, if you can get that quick start and you can force them to call that first time out, try and get it to single digits, and then there's no 13-point shot that's going to get you back in this game immediately. But the goal should be to be within. Try and take the lead in the third quarter, be within striking distance when the fourth quarter starts. Just keep kind of building it one possession at a time. Get a stop, get a bucket, get a stop, get a bucket. Jay Fig says, all my teams won a championship except the Knicks. Oh, I thought you meant this year for a second. Got you. How many first quarters have we lost this year? It's a good question, Seth. I'd have to dig into that a little deeper, but I'm going to guess it's a high percentage. I'll get back to you on that one, Seth. But, I mean, we've kind of highlighted on this show time after time after time that the Knicks are always starting slow with that starting 5. Anyone who watches this team regularly, like Seth said, can kind of figure out that they're always down in the beginning. They always seem to be looking up and having to climb the mountain to get back into this game. And not always on the extreme level that they did at the beginning of this one, but it's just they're constantly playing from behind. And these stats are not doing them any favors here. I mean, you're getting out rebounded. You're getting out assisted and they're turning the ball over way less than you. The shooting from the Rockets has come down to earth a little bit, but they're getting high quality looks. They were all first quarter. The defensive intensity has stepped up for the Knicks in that second quarter. If we look, and yeah, you won the second quarter by 3 points, and you only gave up 26 when you gave up 37 in the first. So, like I said, they stepped up that defensive intensity, stopped kind of lowering the quality of looks that they got. And that helps, obviously, anytime you just make them work a little harder. They're still going to hit some shots at times, but it'll make it easier. Go through some stats here. Start with the Knicks. Let's start with Kevin Durant because he was lighting the Knicks up early on that first quarter and through the later part of that first half as well. He's at 18 already. He had 10 in the first 3 minutes, so really has cooled off a little bit. But 4 assists, 5 rebounds, 7 of 10, 3 of 6. He I think I remember he was 4 of 4 and 2 of 2 with 10 points before the clock hit 9 minutes in the first quarter. On top of that, I mean, Tari Eason, who is really not known as an offensive player or a shooter, he has cooked you tonight. He has got 15. He's shooting 3 of 4 from the field. And this is a guy who, or from 3, excuse me. This is a guy who normally shoots 41% from the field, 36 from 3, so not terrible, but you've been giving him open looks. He's been knocking them down. He's been doing a little bit of everything offensively as well, not just shooting the ball from 3. So got to find a way to stop that, slow down Durant as best as you can, unless you're not going to shut down Kevin Durant, but you got to slow him down. And Reed Shepherd in that second quarter was getting to a bucket as well. 12 points, 5 of 6, 2 of 3. He was doing a little bit. This is a guy who's mostly a three-point shooter, but he was beating guys off the dribble. He was getting into the paint, and like we saw and Marshall and I talked about as well, that just opens things up for those corner threes for other guys or those backdoor lobs that we saw Houston hit multiple of in that first half. So it starts on the point of attack, slowing down the ball handlers, not letting them get into that paint. Once you do that, then they're forced to kind of get out of what they want to do offensively, kick to another guy, restart with less time on the clock. It starts to speed them up and really kind of gets them out of their plan. And that's the first thing, and then it's kind of continuing those rotations. And listen, you're not going to stop them every time. You're going to get beat, but how do you respond when that happens? Are you in the right place? Are you rotating? Are the 5 guys on defense moving in like a string? One guy is moving one way, and it's causing a chain reaction and not giving up those open corner threes or not giving up those lob dunks. So, shout out to you guys. We didn't get a chance to run through the Knicks stats there, so we'll go and do that. Start with Brunson. I mean, no Nick is really. Yeah, I mean,
More excuses being made for Karl-Anthony Towns.
Like Carmelo Anthony is saying, and I was kind of getting to, is that no Nick has the knack, to quote Walt Clyde Frazier right now. No one has it going offensively. Brunson's got 7. Jose Alvarado was kind of maybe arguably your best player tonight. He's got 8. Jordan Clarkson had some good buckets. He's got 6 points. Deuce McBride still really struggling to find his shot. Only his second game back, but he's 1 of 7, 1 of 5. Did hit 1 3, but the Knicks would really benefit from him finding a shot and getting it going. OG hit that big 3 to close the half, but he had pretty much done nothing before that on the offensive end of the floor. Josh Hart has looked kind of disjointed at times. He's got 7 points. Towns, we talked about kind of right as you were leaving, and then for a little bit as well, maybe why he's pouting. He's 1 of 4. He's only got 4 shot attempts, 4 points. Not really heavily involved in the offense early on in this game, so probably part of the reason why he is upset. Mikal Bridges, 5 points, and he's knocked down his shot, so maybe he's a guy who should be looking to be more aggressive and calling for the ball and getting it going, especially when a lot of other guys are struggling with their shot.
Do you think ego is a problem for his team? Because remember at the beginning part of the year, it was Mikal Bridges was being a selfish,
not coachable,
not coachable. I think a lot of individuals on this team think that they are better than they are, and are they?
Yeah, I think that, and that hits into, I think like we talked about buy-in earlier on in the pregame. I think that kind of ties into that as well. Guys are not buying into the concept of being a team. Each guy kind of wants to play his own game and not the team game, and that can kind of lead to the guys not knowing their role. Is not knowing your role code for doesn't want to be a team player? Is that what that means?
I don't like my role.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's
I don't like what I'm being asked to do.
it's if the Knicks are going to go where we hope they go, and it looks less likely by the game as they continue to kind of show their flaws as a team, you need everyone to buy in. You need everyone to buy into being a part of a team. You need, because right now, what's something that everyone says about a great team is that sometimes like the sum of the parts are greater than all the individual parts together. And I think you could argue right now the Knicks, their parts individually may be better than they all are together as a unit. Kind of goes with the expectations of why this team should be better than it is, and in the fact that they're not getting those results in those performances, and probably from the lack of buy-in from not every guy, but a lot of guys.
Yeah, you're exactly. You know why Kevin Durant doesn't complain about his role? Because he is the role. I'm Kevin fucking Durant. Some people need to be schemed to success, and other players are just good. And that's the difference between good players and elite players. Elite players are good in any role, any team, any situation. They find a way to be successful. Good players become great players when they're put in positions to overproduce. And Karl-Anthony Towns needs to be sat at a high chair, given food that's pre-made, a spoon, a bib, and someone airplaning food into his mouth. Then you go get it out the mud one damn time. Like, isn't it the same thing they said in Minnesota? Man, they can't maximize Cat and Ant. First year, Tibbs can't get the most out of Cat. Mike Brown can't get the most out of Cat. Maybe like when you point the finger, what do they say? You got 4 fingers pointing back. Maybe you're the problem. Yeah. Exactly. Stop with the blaming the coach. Exactly, Keith Turner. Exactly.
Because, it's what they did last season is they blamed the coach. And
they got the coach fired. Karl-Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges got the coach fired.
Now you're going to – that excuse doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's not – it can't be every coach that comes in is the problem. We did want to let you guys know as well that we got some merch going over here at Knicks Now, chatsports.com/Knicks Now. We got the shirt in blue and black, and per Marshall, there is one more on the way, not yet available, but stay tuned for that. You want to get one of these shirts, go ahead and get it at chatsports.com/Knicks Now. Playoffs are coming up. If you want to get your Knicks Now shirt and rep it for the playoffs, order it now. We got some super chats to catch up on as well. Mads, feeling Knicks come back. Let's go.
Hopefully.
And Darren the Tuber, spotlight feels like it will forever be too bright.
I don't know.
It's tough because the Knicks did kind of up their game in the postseason at times last year, so it's hard to say that was the issue then. I guess for this iteration of this team, and especially they've played well against some of the better teams in the league, That's to be determined how they come out in the playoffs and play.
Yep, you got to be perfect after that, Seth. You got to be perfect. And basketball is a really hard game to be perfect. All right, here we go. Second half underway. Knicks down 13. They're down by as many as 20, I believe, at one point. Battled back, got it to 4, or it might have been 4, might have been 6. Now they're back down 13. Brunson off the screen from Hart. Finds him at the foul line. Drops it off to Towns. His layup blocked by Durant. But you punch it. But you finish the play. Is that Mike Brown's fault? 1 of 5 from the field. Karl-Anthony Towns. Rejected by 38-year-old Kevin Durant. Jabari Smith drives. Picks his dribble up. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Thompson. 3 seconds. He'll launch from the hash. No good. Rebound by Hart. They'll let him play. Hart, coast to coast. Nobody stop ball, and he'll lay it up and in. Nice, easy bucket for him. 11-point game. I appreciate you standing 10 toes down for me, Keith, because I don't think it takes anyone that really knows hoop to watch and really see what's going on. Smith, defended by Hart. Going to get a screen from Sengun. Anunoby switches. They'll post up Durant on Bridges. Backing him down. Pull up. Missed it. Towns can't grab the rebound. Had it. Thompson wanted it more. Kick out for 3. Lucky they missed it. 2 plays to start the half. Towns not bringing the needed energy. Towns driving. Top of the key. Inside. Fouled. Can't complain about your role, Andrew Connell, when you don't lay up the ball over Kevin Durant or you don't box out Amen Thompson on the other end.
Yeah, he's frustrated going into the house. What they do, they get in the ball literally inches from the rim, and he doesn't finish it. Blocked by Durant, blocked by the rim, whatever. And then, yeah, he's in position to box Thompson out. He's in the right spot, which is what the coach technically should do. And when the player action of actually completing the box out, it has to be done, and it isn't done. And like you said, Thompson just wanted it more on that rebound. It's just that 2-possession stretch, that 90-second stretch is kind of just a microcosm of the Karl-Anthony Towns experience.
Towns knocks in the first and misses the second. Keep pouting, though, bro. They're going to call a lane violation. Knicks get lucky. He'll get another crack at it. What happened like in life controlling what you could control?
Yeah, just stop. Instead, like, it's a lack of accountability and just blaming other people for when things don't go the way you want them to go.
Towns, he'll get a third try. He'll knock in that one. Would have been huge if you could have made that second one and it could be 63-55, but Durant, throws it to Thompson. Right back to Durant. Sengun throws it down. Terrible defense by the Knicks. 3 passes, never hit the ground. 2-hand slam from point-blank range. Brunson off the Hart screen, guarded by Thompson. Swinging to Anunoby. Right back to him. Brunson now, guarded by Durant. Puts it on the deck, kicks it out. OG 3. Missed it. He's been horrible tonight offensively. Towns battling for the board, but won't come up with it. Appreciate the effort there. And he begs for a call. Durant to Smith, into the corner to Eason for 3. Missed it. Rebound grab by Hart. He'll push. Knicks are out and running. Brunson, coast-to-coast layup blocked. Hart got the rebound, then missed the putback, and it'll be a fast break the other way. Thompson to Eason. Ball stolen by Bridges. Outlet to Brunson. Knicks have numbers. 4 on 3. Brunson to Towns. Wide open 3. Got it. Big shot by Cat. I'd like to see the Knicks play faster, man. They're clearly not that good of a half-court offense.
Easy. You make your life easier to get open looks when the defense isn't set.
Thompson, defended by Towns. Throws a back cut to Jabari Smith, and he throws it down. Terrible defense by Anunoby. Terrible defense by Bridges. Not on the same page. And they both look at each other and says, bro, that was your fault. Brunson off the screen. Kicks it on into the wing to Bridges. Bridges drives baseline. Back out to Hart, top of the key. He'll throw it into Towns. Towns turns, face, blocked. And they'll call a foul.
Goes up with the right hand on the left side of the hoop and gets it easily blocked.
How about dunking the ball? You're 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
He has no lift.
Point blank range.
He doesn't take care of his body. He's overweight and he's breaking down at 30. Towns, remember when he used to go like coast to coast and throw it down?
Yeah, he was kind of what made him that inside out threat. When he could shoot, he could get to the rim.
One more coming for Cat. Makes a second. 2-2 from the stripe. We got an 8-point game. Early on in the third quarter, Knicks playing some better hoops right now. 7 points this quarter for Towns. They'll go to Sengun. Has it on the left side of the floor. They send it. I don't understand why you're setting a double if OG Anunoby's the primary defender. Eason drives, drops it off. Durant, rip through, pull up, foul line. Jay, got it. What's the point of trading for OG Anunoby if you're going to send a double with Karl-Anthony Towns when he's guarding Sengun? How does that make sense? Don't you pay him $45 million to be able to guard Alperen Sengun one-on-one, 25 feet from the basket? Towns driving on Eason, laying up and in. Strong take by Towns. 9 points this quarter. Eason the other way, drops it off to Thompson. He'll throw it down. Terrible defense by Bridges, terrible defense by Brunson. We'll try to post Towns. Towns isn't even trying to post. Brunson finds Hart on the short roll. Hart throws it into Towns. Terrible pass. Turnover. Should have shot the ball. Thompson, coast to coast, kicks it to Durant for 3. Splash.
Just not enough consistency from the Knicks. And keep leaving Kevin Durant open. That's just not going to work. The game plan's just not going to work. Like one of the things that we talked about at halftime, I don't know if you remember if you were here for this or not, but like you're like when they get that first like defense or offensive penetration, they break down your defense, they cause you to start to rotate. You already like they've already won. Like they've already kind of broken your defense down. And when you send that double, like you said, that just starts that process for them. You're conceding by sending the double team like to beginning that kind of movement, and you're leaving yourself susceptible to give up open shots and like give them a chance to get either to the rim or an open three.
They're just unserious. They're unserious.
Is Jeremy doing like a Venmo thing tonight, or
I don't know.
he just asked me where we were at? And
oh, they are an uninspiring group of basketball players.
yeah, they're not easy to root for. Not fun to watch. Kind of just leave feeling disappointed every time you watch them play. Think Towns is happy though? He's gotten a lot of shots.
Yeah, man, he's
gotten a lot of
really
shots.
getting to do what he wants.
Like, do you think that's even part of the reason why Josh Hart hesitates and is like, oh shoot, Carl's open, like let's get him the ball? He's just probably whined for 10 minutes in the locker room about not getting.
I mean, the offense is crushing right now. They have 11 points, almost halfway through the quarter, playing through Karl-Anthony Towns. It's really working. I'll just say this: if they are going to play like this in the playoffs, they won't be playing in the playoffs for that long, and we'll be getting to go on vacation early. They ain't getting out of the first round if they play like this.
Run out of time to figure it out.
You are not winning in the first round if you play like this. Kind of got lucky you won the first round last year anyways. Should have been going to a Game 7 if the ref made the right call. Only took an unreal fourth quarter from Karl-Anthony Towns. Only took an unreal fourth quarter from Campaign. Game-winning shots from Jalen Brunson to beat a first-year Detroit Pistons team. Down 13. Brunson, guarded by Durant. Gets a screen from Anunoby. Finds Hart at the elbow. Hart, dribble handoff to Brunson. He'll pull up for three. Nope. Rebound by Houston. Thompson to Durant. Defended by Bridges. Here comes a screen from Sengun. Townsend drops it off to Sengun, kicks it out. Hart has to overhelp on Towns. Wide open three for Jabari Smith. Nobody trusts each other on this team. Nobody trusts Karl-Anthony Towns to be able to face up and guard Sengun. That forces Josh Hart to come play help defense. That leaves Jabari Smith wide open, and he gets a three to go as Josh Hart drives and lays it up with the left. I've said it a million times. Double teaming in the NBA is the stupidest thing you can do. It's the stupidest thing you can do. Especially this Knicks team who isn't athletic and they're slow and they don't rotate well. Durant, pull up over Cat. Good defense, big rebound there by Anunoby. OG will walk it up. Gets into a screen from Hart. Has a three. Won't take it. They'll feed Towns. Towns puts it on the deck. Driving on Durant. Laying it up. Hitting the backboard, and that's it. He's on the ground. It's 5-on-4 for Houston, and Josh Hart's going to foul Alperen Sengun 30 feet from the basket.
I mean, you notice like a very clear change in the offense. They're running sets for Towns. They're getting him the ball on the wing, asking him to create and drive. That's something that we haven't been seeing a lot, and you have to wonder why they're doing that now. And the result wasn't good there.
Bridges will sit down. McBride will check in. Durant off the catch, guarded by Hart. Comes a screen from Thompson. They double him. He gives it to Thompson. Kicks it out to Eason. One more to Smith. Good close out there by McBride. Smith for three. Missed it. Rebound by Towns. Outlet to Brunson. Swinging it to Hart. Hart to a trailing Towns. Driving on Eason. Into the lane. Passes out of the shot to Hart. They don't have to bring it out to the three-point line. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Towns posting Eason. Catching. Turning. Dunking.
Celebrating a play that didn't count.
And he celebrates the dunk that he made after the whistle, and it was a foul that was non-shooting. I don't say it slightly. He makes the Knicks look like losers. Like, you roster Karl-Anthony Towns, and you look like losers. You embody, like, you know, in sports, you embody who your coach is. In basketball, you embody who your best players are, and this team is like shifted to a Karl-Anthony Towns team, and they look weak and they look pathetic. Brunson, as Towns will sit down, gets into the lane, lost it, turnover. He's been terrible today. Durant, coast to coast, foul by McBride. I'll say out of bounds off the Rockets. Shepard inbound. Capella will catch. Hands it off to Durant. KD driving, kicking. Shepard wide open three. Missing. Rebound by Brunson. Brunson crossover into the lane. Drops it off to Hart for three. Clean look. Missed it. Durant, pull up midi, missed it. Rebound by Brunson. Knicks have numbers if they want. 4 on 3, and Brunson will walk it up slow. I really wish they would play faster, man. Now we're into a Jordan Clarkson one-on-one, who now rolls into a pick and roll with Robinson. Clarkson, bad shot, missed it. Turnover. Oh, got his own rebound. Kicks it out to Brunson for three. Missed it. And the call foul on Houston. Their half-court offense sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, what was the play there? Just pick and roll with Clarkson and Robinson. That's it. That's all you got. No motion, no guys running off screens, no cutters. Just all right, pick and roll, and the other three guys stand around and like. I understand you're not going to run a play every single time down the floor, but.
Oh, man.
Shout out to you guys. If you are here watching this quality of basketball from the Knicks, you must really like us. So if you do get this Knicks Now shirt, chatsports.com/Knicks Now. We got it in blue and we got it in black as well. I'll put that in the comment section for you guys. Appreciate you guys supporting us. If you're here watching the Knicks play like this, we appreciate it. So get your shirt if you want. chatsports.com/Knicks Now. I mean, you started down 13 this quarter, so you kind of just traded buckets, which is not what you needed. Trying to get back in this game. There's given us no reason to believe that like a comeback is coming.
Oh, man. What up, Peter Wynn? Good to see you, my man. How you been, Brody? How you been? Little Diablo, I appreciate that, man. Shout out to you. Matthew Greco says embarrassing. Yeah, I agree. It's just, Ethan, how am I? I'm miserable. I've kind of done watching this team. I don't know. Back-to-back years, they've taken a lot out of me. That's for sure. Yep, that's right, Mr. Tim. Every game, same story. Every game. I hope you're right, Peter. I hope you're right, brother. As the Rockets will challenge, and they win the challenge. It was not a foul. It'll be a jump ball at half court. Even if you come back today, Chicken Man, you think this team's going to do it? You think this team's going to the NBA Finals and going to win it? I hope so. I'll be rooting for it. Robinson and Capella will jump it up. And Capella hit the ball on its way up. That should be a violation. I am all the time right. Hell yeah, you are, Peter. Never wrong. Never wrong. Capella and Robinson to jump it up. As Capella wins the tip. And then it's stolen by McBride. He'll lay it up, miss. Brunson on the putback gets it to go. 12-point game. Durant throws it to Capella, right wing. Capella looking, nowhere to go. Good defense by Robinson. Clarkson now picking up Thompson at half court. 5 on the shot clock. Clarkson keeps him in front, behind the back dribble. Throws a tough shot up, and it'll be a foul on Jordan Clarkson. Peter Wynn, $10 super chat. Shout out to you, Mr. Peter. Says, go New York, go New York, go, go. They need to go. They need to go somewhere. Might be going to Cancun here. 2 weeks. Shout out to my man Peter Wynn. Long-time real one on the channel. We'll get his super chat up on screen in a second. If the Knicks don't make it to the second round, I think they will fire the coach, and I think it will be a much different roster next year. As Thompson misses the second free throw, 78-65. Robinson, top of the key, puts it on the deck. Dribble handoff to Brunson. He'll get into the lane. Left hand lay, no good. Falls to the ground, grabs his ankle, and Thompson runs it out for a slam. Brunson back on his feet. Shout out to my man Peter Wynn. McBride, mid-range J, no good. Rebound, grab by Robinson. Kicks it out to Anunoby, to McBride, to Brunson. Wide open three. Got it. Big shot by Brunson. Good rebound there by Robinson to keep the possession alive. Peter, man, how you been, brother? How you been? I feel like it's been a minute. Bro. Everything good at the shop or what? Capella hands it off to Durant. Durant guarded by Anunoby. Sizing him up. Driving. Floating. Hitting. Yeah, it is, Seth. It is not looking good. But we'll find a way to spin it. First year of the head coach as McBride doesn't see Shepard and loses it. His team's sleepwalking out there. Thompson, drive, kick, walk in three, Shepard, bang. Busy at the shop. I will, Peter. We'll figure it out. Hopefully things are good, as that's going to be an offensive foul on Deuce McBride. I'm going to say he set a moving screen. Shepard inside to Sengun, fouled by the Knicks. Sengun to the line. Free throw coming. Gets it to go. Down 19. 7-0 run for Houston in the last 50 seconds. Brunson, Robinson, Clarkson, Anunoby, and Mikal, as Brunson will be fouled.
All right, so not only are the Knicks getting beat on the court, but I've been told by Jeremy Chuggs, who just started the Rockets Today channel here at Chat Sports, that he challenged us to a super chat battle, and they are beating us $400 to 217.
As Brunson looks like he hurt his back. He's back on his feet. See if he's all right. Robinson hands it off to Clarkson. He'll try to get downhill. Good defense by Shepherd. Can't shake free. Throws up a mid-range shot, and he's fouled. Yeah, I don't know why Alvarado didn't play this third quarter. Well, it's the copy-paste rotation for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson plays the full first quarter. Jalen Brunson plays the full third quarter. Clarkson gets a free throw to go. "17-point game. Thompson defended by Anunoby. Gets a screen from Durant. Now from Sengun. Good job on defense there by Bridges to deny Durant. And they call a foul. That's weak. That was good defense. Durant at the line, looking to make it a 19-point game. Will knock in the first. Second free throw for Durant. Good. Down 19. Brunson trying to create. Has not been good today. Finds Clarkson at the elbow. He'll fire and connect. Down 17. 50 seconds left in the quarter. Sengun into the corner to Smith. Back up top to Shepherd. Durant couldn't get to that one. Thompson will pick up the loose ball. He'll have it on the left wing, and now they'll play through KD. 5 on the shot clock. Faces up, ripped through. Contesting Mikal. Good defense there. Forced him to miss. About a 5-second shot clock, game clock difference here as there's 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. Anunoby off the bounce, into the lane. Can't create. He'll swing to Clarkson. Clarkson working from the foul line down. Fall away 2. Rims out. Shot clock turned off. 5 seconds left. Jabari Smith, corner 3. Got it. Knicks down 20 going to the fourth. Not good. Not good.
Yep, another brutal quarter for the Knicks, and we said they wanted to win this game. They had to try and chip away at what they started down 13 heading into the third, and instead the lead just kind of expands. You trade buckets for a while. I think like it was around 14 halfway through the quarter, and then you lose that back half of the third quarter. Yeah. What do we think? stays around 20 and then like fake comeback probably the last like 4 minutes of the game, and they lose by like it's either 9 or 11.
Yeah, or they just get their doors blown out and they lose by 30.
Yeah, that's on the table too.
I mean, wow. Yikes, boys. Not good. Not good. I don't know. I don't really have much to say.
Sad. There's only so many ways you can say the same things that are the same issues with this team that you see game after game. They've yet to solve, fix, correct, however you want to put it.
Yeah, they sure are. They sure are. They sure are. DMA, you think it's Rick Brunson's fault? That's your theory? Bob Builder says this team makes me sick to my stomach with how little of a shit they give and trying to effing fix anything from game to game. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know. I don't really know. They don't. Dan says I'm still proud of my guys. No, I just guess that's just not how I fan.
The Knicks? Proud of the Knicks?
Yeah, that's just not how I do it.
What reasons are they giving you to be proud? I'm not, and I'm like, I'm asking because it's one thing when like the team's leaving it all out on the floor and they're just not getting it done, like they're just not getting it done, or something's out of their control, or like sometimes you play well and you don't win. But I don't feel like that's where the Knicks are at right now.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Seth Gross, you're a freaking animal, man. Shout out to Seth Gross. Give us some SGs in the chat. Bob says proud of them showing no effort. Yeah, I'm kind of confused by the whole proud thing too. I'm actually embarrassed by this team being able to wear New York on their chest.
We got a 3-point goal. Seth Gross, bang, bang.
Seth Gross. I got a beer shotgun for you, man. I need it, that's for sure. $100 super chat. Seth, freaking love you, man. Freaking love you. Says, I'm not knocking you. Go ahead, knock Mike Brown. Who cares? As Alvarado's on the ground hurt, holding his right hip. I'm not knocking Mike Brown, but I've watched basketball for almost 6 decades now. And coaches like Pat Riley, Greg Popovich, Chuck Daly, Phil Jackson, and others would never let their teams play like this. They've all had stinkers, but they've all had their stingers, but it was never the norm. Yeah, like, look, I kind of gave myself pep talk before the year that I wasn't going to just bash the coach, because we did that a lot last year on this fan base, and we did that a lot on the Giants channel, and that's not fun. That's not what I want to do. And the Knicks always, or the Knicks since I got Jalen Brunson, have kind of been the fun part of the sports calendar. The last 2 years have been rough, though. Tom Thibodeau's team last year didn't play a very inspiring brand of basketball until the playoffs. And this year, they have just expectations have risen and production has not risen as well. Yeah, like, look, nobody's been good enough. Everyone that gets a game check tonight, they should go and donate that to charity. They didn't earn their check tonight. Mike Brown included, Rick Brunson included, Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony, like everyone that's employed by the New York Knicks tonight did nothing to earn their check. And while I do agree that the coach is always the guy that you're the coach. Like, you're supposed to have your team ready to play. You're supposed to be able to roll as Karl-Anthony Towns misses another layup. Embarrassing. I guess my focus just this year as Towns drives and dunks it and celebrates as the Knicks cut it to 18. I've just had more focus on the players this year. And I've just adopted the theory that if this team needs a perfect coach, then they're not that good of a roster. Because they are the most all-in roster in the NBA. They are thousands of dollars below their spending limit. They had one tradable first-round pick. I guess I would say is maybe more focus needs to go to Leon Rose. Leon Rose hired Mike Brown. Leon Rose traded for Karl-Anthony Towns. Leon Rose traded for Mikal Bridges. Leon Rose's offseason move this year was Gershon Yabusele. Like, I know that Leon's done a lot of good here, and he's brought more joy to the fan base than anybody that's held his position for, 20 years? But at the end of the day, players play, coaches coach, GM's GM, and none of the three are good enough right now. It's disappointing. It's heartbreaking, to be honest. I am not proud of this team, ever. Like, they are not a team that plays like a New York team that New Yorkers are proud of. I don't know. But, yeah, shit on Mike Brown all you want. Shit on Brunson all you want. Shit on Towns all you want. They don't play like they care. Why should we care, right? Around 20 to the Houston Rockets, and they were down 20 in like the first 4 minutes of the game. They are... I don't believe in sports you can flip switches, and this team plays like a team that thinks they have a switch to flip, and we're going to find out real quick if they do or not. That's for sure. Grit. That's a good word. This team doesn't have much grit. It's not much fight. It's not much, I'm going to outwork you. I'm going to outwill you. I don't know. Cheers, Brody.
Shout out to Seth, a legend here. Appreciate your support. And a lot of good points about the Knicks as they sit here down 20 to the Rockets. A game they've never really been in since the start.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You were never going to win a championship. And this isn't disrespectful. You never signed Jalen Brunson to be the best player to win a championship. That was never the plan. That was never the goal. He just outplayed what everybody thought he was, and the Knicks never got him a co-star. And that's about as dumb, the dumbest I can dumb it down. You were never going to win a championship unless you got a player better than Jalen Brunson. And you haven't been able to, and you haven't been able to get anyone that's even considered a co-star either. You overpaid for Mikal Bridges. The Towns trade, like, kind of backed yourself into a corner there. You wouldn't be much better if you didn't make the trade. I don't think you'd be any better. But as Towns misses another layup and then begs for a call and then doesn't run back on defense. I fucking hate him, man. I actually hate him. Yeah, Brunson's the one, Brunson's the two, and it's always been Brunson. Towns for three, got it. Towns with a big shot to cut it to 16. Yellow boy, we will never win with a small point guard as the best player. It's tough. You need a lot of really good players to do that. Steph Curry had a lot of really good players around him. Tony Parker had a lot of really good players about him. Chauncey Billups had really good players around him. It's a big man's game. And if you're going to have your best player be a 6-foot guard, you need a lot of other really good players. And right now, the Knicks don't have very many good players. Their players think they're very good, but
results don't match.
Brunson to Alvarado. He'll drive, lays it up, and in. Cuts it to 17. Alvarado, best he's played in a long time. 12 points for him. 5 of 5 from the field. Smith for 3, wide open. Missed it. Rebound by Bridges. Shout out to you, OG. Love you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, as Towns launches a 30-footer, not even close. Yeah, the way they play is I don't know. I struggled to describe the way they play nicely. That's for sure. As Alvarado missed a point-blank jumper. Rockets going the other way. As my man OG in the building.
We got a 3-point goal. OG bang!
Shout out to OG. They're inconsistently inconsistent, and they are consistently maddening. That's what they are. They are even like some of the wins. I don't know.
Like they don't play well and they still win because there is like a base level of talent there, and then you brush it, like some people will brush that off as, and like there is some truth to this, like, oh, you want to be able, it's like a skill to be able to win when you don't play your best, but like how often have the Knicks actually played their best or what we think is their best this season? Like I feel like you could argue a lot of their wins have come when they haven't played their best, and that's concerning because they're not playing their best in too many of their losses. So have they really ever played their best basketball, or do we think they have another level that they don't actually just have, that they actually don't have?
They played their best up to the cup. Yeah, no, that's what's so frustrating because they've
Beaten the Spurs a few times.
beaten Spurs. They've dominated the Nuggets. They've blown the Celtics out this year. They beat the Cavs. They came back from 20 against the Cavs on Christmas Day.
Yeah. Just maddening was a good word. It's I don't know.
Would I rather vote for another team in the NBA? No. But I am kind of over this version of the Knicks. I don't think anyone does anyone wake up on game day?
Loves the team.
And it's like, I can't wait to watch the Knicks today. I love the Knicks. I don't really love the 2025, 2026
There's been
Knicks.
past iterations of this team that have been less successful, that have been more fun to watch.
Yep. And when your owner comes out and says it's championship or bust, like, and you play like they have, and
Not much confidence heading into the playoffs.
yeah. Yeah, NBC Peacock sucks.
Yeah, I could do without Reggie Miller calling the games.
All right, down 17. Starting 5 in the game, 5 minutes left. Hart to Brunson, top of the key. If you're going to make a move, you better make it now. Brunson to Hart. Hart inside, fade away from 2 feet out, and missed it. They are embarrassingly bad at times. Durant, one-on-one with Anunoby. Swings to Thompson. Thompson walking downtown, jaying him up at his face. Oh, yeah. They ain't running this team back. They can't. They can't. Offensive foul by Towns. They're called defensive foul. Wow. There's no way you can run this team back. I don't know how you can. How you can even think you can run this team back.
It's just the only way they're going to do what they want to do is if they look like a completely different basketball team than what we've seen. And it's not easy to just, like you said, flip that switch. They look like the team we've seen. Not gonna go well.
Towns, second free throw. Missed it. Both missed. Is that Mike Brown's fault? Or is that
Brunson's fault.
Brunson's fault? I forgot. It's Brunson's fault that Karl-Anthony Towns is a bad basketball player. Thompson blows by Towns. Layup missed. Rebound by Bridges. Bring it into the front court. Guarded by Shepard. Bridges, step back. Foul line, Jay. Got it. OG says the next Knicks move will be drastic. Giannis and anyone. Yeah, I mean. It's the classic meme right now of the guy digging underground looking for as another 3 for Shepard. It's like you see the meme where a guy's like hatcheting underground and like the gold is like one more hatchet away. It's like, do you keep digging for that gold or
turn around?
Yeah, and I guess the turnaround in this one would be trading your players for the future because you ain't got no future right now.
I mean, I don't know if it even makes sense. You talking blow it up? I don't know if that makes sense because they don't really own their own picks.
That's what I'm saying. Like trading Anunoby for picks, trading Bridges for picks, seeing what you can get for Karl-Anthony Towns.
I mean, I don't think I'm at that. Not at that point.
So then you trade more of the future for Giannis, and then what happens if that doesn't work? Then you're bad for what, the next 15 years?
I guess.
I'm not saying that's wrong or that's right.
I mean,
smart people in the business world knows when it's a sunk cost. And how does this team get better? You don't have first-round picks to trade. You have no young players. Are you gonna be shocked if they lose in round one?
depends on who they play.
And it tells you all you need to know about the team, right? You're about to get the 3 seed, and it depends on who you play.
Yeah.
You might get the 4 seed actually now. We were talking about the 2 seed last week.
Yeah.
I think you're a game above Cleveland right now.
I'm just not in blow it up mode at this point.
Is trading OG Anunoby and Karl-Anthony Towns and Mikal Bridges blowing it up though? Like,
I mean, if you're trading them for picks,
well, you have to get salary back.
I mean, I don't know. I'll reserve my judgment for till they go through the playoffs. But if you ask me how they look right now, they don't look like they're gonna do anything in the playoffs right now. So if that's the case, you got to do something, whether it's swapping out some of their existing players for different players of the same salary or whatever. But I don't think you got the roster.
Yeah, I guess I just wouldn't consider trading OG, Mikal, and Towns gutting the roster because your team is Jalen Brunson. Like, these guys came into these roles and they didn't play well enough for you to advance.
That's fair. I mean, I guess the whole point is you have to match the salary. I'm just like, are you getting is it salary filler and picks, or is it like you're getting maybe a player from another team who another team is ready to move on from that's still like a veteran player who you're expecting to come in and contribute?
And it could be a reset of the books, take a year off, make a big trade that summer. I mean, this group ain't going anywhere. And the Bucks already told you no a couple of times for your offer for Giannis. I just don't see a clear and obvious way to upgrade this roster. And for them to win a chip, they're going to need these players on this roster to play a hell of a lot better, and I don't think they got it. I know. Like, you say gutting the roster. I guess my question is, so if they do lose prior to the NBA Finals, do you think they're not going to make any moves?
I think they would make – I don't know if they would trade all 3 of those guys. I think they maybe would make a move.
So trading 2 of the 3 is on the table.
I think if they lose in the conference finals, they're going to convince themselves that they're going to run it back with that same group.
Yes,
I'm not saying that's what
I
they
disagree. I disagree. We'll see, though.
I mean, I guess it depends what's out there. But
I have a hard time believing you will have that same starting 5 next year. Anything more than chance that 50% of it looks different. Owner doesn't come out and say it's championship or bust. If it's not, and there's not repercussions for that happening. Like, there's a chance Leon Rose gets fired. He ultimately said that on the fan.
And if that's the case, then someone new is going to come in, and they're going to want to get their players in there, and that would increase the likelihood of more moves being made. But I guess, to me, I guess it depends on what you're getting back, like what kind of player you're getting back for that salary. Is it like, if you're going in and saying, oh, we're taking a reset year, I guess if that's the plan, reset year, to me that's quote-unquote gutting the roster, even if it's not, even if you're getting players back for that money. But Or are they going to trade for someone where they're going to come in and say, we're still expecting to like try and win and try and compete with that, whoever they're swapping out?
His teammates sitting on their hands. I know that for a fact. Because you ain't getting nothing back for Towns that's making you better. So then what's your next move? You're just going to get worse on Towns trade than not try to make another move to improve the team now or in the future? Just fired a coach who got you to the conference finals for the first time in 20 years.
I just feel like taking a year off is not even like what is Brunson, 30? Like he's getting like, it's not like 21 and like we'll build like, or 23, we'll build like a new version of the team around him.
Celtics just did it, and they're already better than you.
Don't have years to waste. Like
either is Tatum or Brown, to be fair, and they just did it. They just traded all their players, and they're right back to it.
Yeah, we have Brad. We don't have Brad Stevens.
Might have someone else than Leon Rose. I think the roster, whether it is a gap year or something, looks significantly different next year, unless they get to the NBA Finals. Not good. Knicks lose. They've emptied the bench as it's 111-92 with 90 seconds left. Third loss in a row for the Knicks after the weakest 7-game win streak I've ever seen in my life.
Jay Liv, we'll get your super chat up momentarily. Shout out to you.
What up, Jay Liv? Appreciate you, my man. They're on the hamster wheel of futility. I would love to hear why Rose made the Cat and Bridges trades rather than hold on to those assets for Giannis, but we are not going to because Rose never speaks publicly. Yep, he doesn't. He doesn't speak publicly. Yeah, I mean, I think it's easy to say that and look back. You had to trade Randall. What are you going to do? Re-sign Julius Randall to a contract extension? The Bridges thing, you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to trade the control of 6 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. So, yep. Last time Leon Rose talked, said we are solely focused on winning an NBA championship. And 4 months later, the owner of the team went on the most famous radio show in the world, Sports Talk Radio, and said, it's NBA Finals or bust. Unless they're liars, that tells me major changes are coming unless they get to the NBA Finals. We all get to find out, though. We all get to find out. As that'll do it. Knicks lose 111-94. Not even a fake comeback in this one. Felix Supreme. It's 10:27. Is it time to blame the coach? Time to blame the coach, blame the roster, blame the person that put together a roster. Everybody's at fault. Everybody's at fault. Everybody's at fault. And people, if they don't, I'm telling you, man, this team is playing with fire. They are looking like a team that's going to lose in round one, as you are, I think, one game out of the 4th seed right now. You came into the game 1 win and 1 loss, better than the Cavs. You now have the same number of losses as the Cavs, and they play the Lakers tonight. So if the Cavs win tonight, they will have the same record as the New York Knicks. The Knicks are now 0-5 against the last 5 opponents with winning records.
Not good. Not good.
Seth Gross, that is hilarious. Mello Guop says, I'm sorry for my own fan base. Don't even support your own team. What do you mean first round exits? We all had doubts, all 25, especially you, Marshall. Let's be positive. And no, I'm not going to be positive about the Knicks right now. What am I supposed to say? What would you say if you were standing right here? I'm curious. Even though they've lost 3 games in a row and they've lost 5 straight games versus losing teams, they're going to find that next gear in the playoffs. And you know what? They are going to win the NBA title. I don't care about the way they've played for the past month. I just believe in them so much. Is that what you want to hear? It's a lie. Anyone that tells you that is lying.
Yeah, if the playoffs started tomorrow, it would be, and they almost do, it would be low levels of confidence in the Knicks.
Don't worry, guys. Sun comes up tomorrow. The Knicks have 6 more games to figure it out. If they can just go back to the way they played when they won 7 games in a row, you know what? They are going to be A-OK. And I think they are going to win the NBA Finals because I bleed orange and blue. Is that what you want? That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Like, it's not my job to tell you that the Knicks are good. My job is to analyze, inform, and entertain. And I just informed you that they've lost 3 games in a row. And they've lost 5 straight games versus teams with winning records. But hey, they did have a cool 7-game win streak where they beat the Nets and the Pacers and the Jazz and the Wizards and the Warriors. Really tough, really battle-tested. The only thing to be positive about is this game's over. They can't lose by any more. Aiden, I hear you, man. Yeah, they did not beat any good teams last year, and they went on 2. And Andrew Thomas had a bad rookie year, which meant Evan Neal was going to be good since he had a bad rookie year, right? Like, are we always going to point to the most extreme circumstances to make ourselves feel better about things like that? Like, is that what we do now as sports fans? Like, well, they didn't beat any good teams last year, and they turned it on in the playoffs, so the Knicks are going to do that this year. Like,
I mean, listen, I'm optimistic at times. Just because something happened once doesn't mean that you can say it's definitely going to happen again. If you're banking on that, you're not in a good spot. If you're banking on them just looking like a completely different basketball team than we've seen through 76 games, it's not a good thing to bank.
Greg, I hope they win tomorrow. They're 14.5-point favorites. They're playing the 25-win Memphis Grizzlies. If you don't win tomorrow, we're going to need to have a lot different conversation. Pop says we have a coaching issue. Got a player issue, too. Like, when you guys have, like, a bad week at your job or a bad month, do you blame, you know what? It's management's fault. It's not my fault. I didn't do anything wrong. I just do what I do, and it's not my fault. It's the people above me's fault. Like, is that how people go through life? Like, do you think the Knicks lost by 17 today because of the coach, or do you think it's because the Rockets players beat the ass of the other Knicks players? Like, you could have Phil Jackson coaching the Knicks tonight. They ain't winning.
I mean, it was from the jump. They were down 10 points like 2 minutes into the game.
Every game they're down 10 points in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Is the coach doing them any favors? No. But, like, we have to take our focus off the coaching and to the actual people that are dribbling, passing, and shooting, and defending, and rebounding, and boxing out, and all that stuff.
Like, there are times in sports when like it is obvious that a team is being held back by their coach, or the coach is like, but this is not that. We're not looking at the Knicks and saying, wow, like if they just had a better coach, like the players are doing everything right. There's nothing else they can do better. It's not the case. It's players are doing a lot of things wrong. I think you talked about, like, I don't think they're a team who ever plays all well at the same time. Like, is there ever been a game? There's been a few, like, maybe less than a handful of games where the Knicks have, like, dominated from start to finish, and it's like, wow, the Knicks could do no wrong tonight. That hasn't happened. Towns has been inconsistent. Bridges has been inconsistent. Anunoby's been inconsistent. Even Brunson has not had, like, his smoothest year. He has had – I don't think he's the problem, but he hasn't looked good in every game he's been in. Josh Hart has, at times, been unstoppable, not with knocking down his shot, and sometimes Josh Hart has had games where he's kind of disappeared. And some guys on the bench are inconsistent. And Mike Brown has had good games. Mike Brown has had bad games, but the Knicks haven't been able to figure it all out, and it's been 76 games. Doesn't inspire confidence that they're going to magically figure it all out in the next 6 and get ready for the playoffs.
Mad says, I think it's a lack of effort by the coach, Towns, and Bridges. Aiden says, Cat, especially as of recent, has honestly had really good stretches where he looks like our only hope, but it's not throughout the whole game, sadly. Karl-Anthony Towns was really good in that 7-game win streak against lottery teams. Yes, he was. Was Karl-Anthony Towns good tonight? Do people think that? Do y'all think he looked good versus the Thunder outside of the fourth quarter?
He had that, like, 90-second stretch where he scored, like, 3 buckets in a row.
Yeah. Do you think he looked good versus Charlotte when he had 3 rebounds?
When you get taken out of the game, like, you –
What about when he couldn't close the game against the New Orleans Pelicans?
I mean, this is not – the Knicks should not have been shocked by this. Minnesota was doing this before they even traded him to the Knicks. They were sitting him down the stretch. They were rolling with Gobert. They were rolling with Naz Reid and Gobert over Towns at times. Like, this is nothing new.
Carl, what's up, man? Says this is an abomination. Why not play our depth? DOR was looking good mid-season. Huck Porty came off the bench, so you ain't winning the.
Huck Porty saving the season.
Yeah, like I don't know. I think if you're looking for a savior in DOR and Huck Porty, you're gonna be pretty disappointed. And This team was built to win with Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, and Karl-Anthony Towns on the floor. Those five. Every single one. A major investment. Josh Hart, you traded a first-round pick for, and you gave him a $100 million extension. Jalen Brunson, you gave him $100 million. Then you gave him another $150 million. You gave up the control of 6 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. You traded Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo, and a first-round pick for Karl-Anthony Towns. And you traded the number 3 overall pick that you made in RJ Barrett and one of your best draft picks in franchise history relative to the number you picked them at in Emmanuel Quickley. You have made major investments in your 5 starters. Those 5 players are the ones that have to play. Those 5 are the way that you have to win. I understand playing the depth, and I understand doing that. NBA is simple, my guys. Best players have to be the best players, and the Knicks' best players are rarely the best players. And if they're not, you ain't gonna be playing much longer. You'll have a lot more time to film that weak-ass podcast. OG says, to be honest, nothing is changing at this point. It took all season for roles to be defined. Yeah, doesn't even sound like roles are defined, or at least they don't want to accept the roles that they are. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Donald, Brandon, Marsh, and Trevor Lawrence, including George Kittle, all need a haircut.
Oh, Brandon Marshall? Or
I don't know what that even means. If I could beg Mike Brown in person for more Mitch minutes, I would. He feels like such a Mitch was a nothing burger tonight. What did Mitchell Robinson do tonight? Nobody did anything tonight that was good enough to win outside of Jose Alvarado. And that was for like a 6-minute stretch in the second quarter.
5 points. 5 rebounds. I mean, OG, this was one of his worst offensive games in a while. Jalen Brunson didn't play well enough. 12 points, 5 of 14.
Terrible. It was terrible.
Bridges, 7.
4 shots.
Cardio out there. Deuce McBride, it's only his second game back, but he cannot hit anything. I mean, it's bad. It's not on him, but Up Towns, 22 points. 41% from the field.
Getting his shot set into the stands by Alperen Sengun.
Alvarado, 12 points. Clarkson had some good minutes too. I'll give him that. 10 points from him. If Jose Alvarado and Jordan Clarkson were your best 2 players, you have a problem.
Not good.
I mean, couldn't hit any threes. Just you let the Rockets get 35 assists on 42 made shots. I mean, that's just.
They don't even have a point guard.
Reed Shepherd is their point guard.
And he came off the bench.
Yeah.
Jason says, Marshall and Connell, since the Knicks will be fully healthy against the Grizzlies, if they lose that game, what do you think needs to change? I mean, if you lose to the Grizzlies, like, there's nothing to change. You're not going to be doing very good. That's for sure. You're not going to be going very far. What's up, Brody? How'd the stream go? Fuck yeah. Yeah. They're fun when you win, that's for sure.
Such a what? Dude, Sengun sat on Anunoby in the first quarter.
Al Rock, Detroit's not even losing without Cade. Knicks can't win with everybody. Donald, hate, love, another hater. Yeah.
If they lose to the Grizzlies, yeah, then that's going to be it's over. If they lose to Memphis, it's beyond saving if you get to that point.
And all you'll hear from all these people on set who never won anything is, hey, it's got to get Towns the ball more. Hey, it's got to get it to the big fella.
Well, these no one criticized. They're not going to criticize anyone. They're all buddy with everyone.
The Knicks offense, when they played through Karl-Anthony Towns today, was really good. In that third quarter, they crushed it. They scored 22 points. 22 points.
Nice.
Really, really good. If you could just imagine if you play through Cat and you score 88 points, you'll win every game. Every game, right?
Yep. I feel like they were due for that players only meeting after the game tonight, and they'll sort everything out, and then they'll come back and play Memphis tomorrow, and yeah.
No, we're about to sign off as well. Big meeting. All right, we're gonna sign off. We will be unfortunately back live on the channel to watch the Knicks play the Grizzlies. Till then, see you later.